It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, the 29th day of June, 2023, and we are coming to you live. How is everybody doing this morning?
Good.
Yes, welcome to the show. Hello, everyone. I have a, I don't know if you could see, can you see the problem with my right eye?
A little squinty?
It's a little squinty.
Yeah.
Oh, what's wrong with the camera?
Oh, boy.
What's,
It
is.
Got a nice tight shot.
Very
tight.
Yeah, Joe.
well, can you back it out, Joe?
No, he was doing it so you could see your eye.
Oh,
Joe's
yeah.
on top of
Yeah.
it.
Zooming right on
Good
in.
job.
Yeah,
Can you see my eye, Carmen? Does it look gross? It hurts. I got a little thing in there.
conjunctivitis?
No, that's poop in your eye. I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
poop in my eye.
A little poop-poop?
I think I might have a little sty.
Oh,
It's getting
no.
worse. It's sore and it's droopy.
When a star hits your eye like a
Oh.
big pizza pie, that's disgusting.
But it also, at my age and my not so healthy ways, thought maybe I was having a stroke for a second. I got
Oh,
droopy
yeah.
face when I woke up. I was like, oh, God, it happened.
That
Yeah.
happens to me a couple times a week.
Do you know that my wife worked with a guy who was relatively young, like in his 40s, maybe early 50s, and he had that Bell's palsy where,
Yeah.
and what a shame that is. Like Jim Ross from the WWE had, it just, your part of your face is paralyzed, but not all the time. So one day you wake up and you're like, "Burp, burp," and then
Yeah.
is that what he had?
John Heffron.
Yeah, John Heffron. John Heffron had a stroke, though, didn't he? He kicked it off with a stroke on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. But the Bell's palsy just comes and goes, and you're one day you're drooping and one day you're not. That's a shame.
I don't know. That sounds kind of fun. You never know
Well,
what you're going to get.
You like, I wish I could have my old face back, and then you get it back, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, oh.
You're like, today I'm getting the job. I'm going for that interview. It's going to be great. And as soon as you walk in, half your face is drooping. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Joe, I feel like everybody's looking at my pores now. Like, is it that close?
Well, no, I mean, I could
Yeah.
back it out a little bit. You know,
Your head.
you want to back it out?
I'm looking right now. Your head doesn't even fit in the box.
Oh, come
my
on. What's in the
God.
box?
What's in the box?
Not
Put his
my
head in the box.
Everybody's a critic, man.
What did
my-
you say, Carmen? He can't see his hair? Well, that's just it.
Well, I got a haircut.
Oh.
That's why.
Yeah, it was
Thank you very
fantastic.
much. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carmen. Thank you very much.
They say it's best to wait till the show starts, then fix everything.
Yeah.
Don't set it up ahead of
How you
time.
doing? Hey, all right.
Moving
Yeah,
around.
hey.
It's literally
Carmen,
exactly what
how's
it was
that?
before.
Yeah.
But, I mean, is the camera good or is it too close?
Yeah.
Put it in the other room.
Oh, man.
Carmen's, yeah, it's good.
I move around. We're talking about the same mic? Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Okay, well,
You're- round 7, I get
Wait,
tired.
what-
I start drooping.
Yeah.
oh, I do. Okay. Well, maybe it's not the best idea to attach the camera to the movable mic.
Oh, now it's
so
my
might
fault.
not It's Mike's
be
fault.
The best.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. You should talk about it.
I'm working with what we got here. I'm not making any complaints.
Who attached that to there?
Sounds like you're
Was not me.
complaining.
I believe that was me.
Oh.
All right, so what do we need, Joe? A pole? I'll get a pole.
We need
I'm
something.
gonna drill a pole
because-
right here.
Yeah, well, we need something because attaching it to that is not really going to work because
Yeah, we've only
every
been
time
here
a-
for 2 years.
every time a guest comes in, it gets moved.
Oh,
So
boy.
it's not really the best.
Figuring
I mean,
it out
I don't
now.
want to throw a
Attachment.
wrench into anything over here, but is there any way to get my camera from there over to here?
No.
Yes. Why?
No, immediately no. Immediately no. I love it.
That should be the easiest one because you can put it on Spanish's desk and name it right at his
Yeah,
face.
right there or on yours. Yeah, either
Oh,
one. Like,
everybody's got ideas.
I mean,
Everybody's got
we
ideas.
do.
Yeah, sure,
All of us
okay.
except for you.
Yeah, that's right.
I've kind of grown to like the side shot with the back of Galvin's
Yeah.
chair.
Would you like to see my neck and my shoulder?
I
You do
think
have a
look
nice neck.
handsome.
There you
I think
go.
you look
I'm
very
so
handsome. Calvin.
confused.
Mine? Thank you.
Yeah.
They're very cheap. I got these ones off of Amazon, and they work great.
Joe doesn't want
great.
anybody to see your face.
Yeah,
That's not-
apparently.
That's not true, Galvin. You have a handsome and beautiful face.
And why do I got to share my shot with Gio?
Yeah.
But
You know
there's
what I
only
mean?
3 cameras
You
in
know,
here.
I got
what do you want
fat
from me?
muscles and nobody gets to see him. All I get to see is me next to Lumpy over here.
Well, it's a good
easy.
comparison.
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah, it makes you look better.
I don't need to look smaller.
Well, you do.
Yeah, he's small enough.
Yeah. Are you
All right.
crazy over there?
Listen to me. I'm going to buy 2 more cameras.
Oh, why?
Oh,
Why?
man.
When are we gonna get a real Carmen?
Oh!
Yeah.
Punch up. Punch
Yeah,
up. A real Carmen.
Yeah, Carmen.
No.
All right, listen to me.
Somebody's not a jerk all the time.
Oh, man. I'm going to get 2 more cameras. One we'll put over here to shoot at you guys.
All right.
And then one we'll put on your desk to shoot at Galvin. All right?
Sounds
That
good.
good?
He has that camera.
What?
Like
this
we
thing?
do,
Yeah.
that one right there. You can just move it.
No, I can't.
Oh, yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
This
This is crazy. I know this is crazy.
Don't do it, Calvin.
Why can you not move that
Because
camera?
I have to adjust this camera occasionally during the show, and moving around every time I get up.
Okay.
You just saw
all right.
the
Let me
activity
pause. Why do you have to adjust that camera?
because things move, things change in the studio.
No. Nope.
That is the Galvin camera.
Is there something? Is there a mechanism in that camera that shifts on its own?
No, but it does sometimes. It has a difficulty. It has a wonky cord.
It
so
All right,
I got a
sometimes it
question.
shuts
That's
down.
I got a
camera
question.
Cord. So we need a new cord.
Well,
See, I
definitely
solved
need-
it.
We definitely need a new
we
cord.
don't know. I don't know why. You just tell them the problem with the camera is it overheats and you have to turn it off
It
and turn it
does.
back on. Yeah.
Okay. Then,
Okay.
then Mike is going to get a new camera that
Yeah.
he just
Well,
said.
I guess it's this kind of camera that overheats,
No.
right?
No,
It's just
this
that one.
Just this one.
Yeah, it's just
the white
that one. That's got to
All
be
right,
defective.
so we get 2 new cameras.
Mm-hmm.
We can mount one on that wall that shoots on
we
Galvin,
could, yes.
right? So that we don't have to worry about it shaking or anything like that.
Anybody adjusting it?
Right. And then we can get one over here. Right, to get Joe and, to get, what's your name? Spanish
Hello.
and Gio.
Yeah.
Separately? You want to get them separately?
Remember when it was
You
cool
waste
when
2
radio was
cameras
just
on this
radio and we don't even know
Yeah.
we didn't know what Fez was wearing. We didn't know what was going
I had
on.
no idea what they even look like.
Yeah.
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 I know this is a little off topic, but you just looked at me with your eye, and I thought
My
you were
eye.
winking at me, dude. And I was like, "All right, I made a good job."
He did not.
You're
Have I
in on it.
ever approved of one of your jokes by going,
Never, yeah, never.
Spanish? That was funny.
It's so weird.
I not to ruin the day for you, Gio, because you don't know what I'm talking about, but I was watching Seinfeld
Oh,
yesterday.
I love it. I love it.
And it's still so funny, and it reminded me because I was watching. There was the one where George Costanza kept winking,
Yeah.
and everyone thought he had something in his eye, and he kept winking. Everyone thought they were in on it. Like he was like, "Hey, don't do that," and then he'd wink at him, and Kramer goes, "Oh, okay," and then he does what he tells him not to do. And he goes, "You winked at me."
I love that show. I really do.
So
good.
good, so
There-
good.
There's never not a time when you put it on and like you go, oh no. You're like, oh yeah, this is that. You're like, no matter what show
Yeah,
it is,
oh,
which one
absolutely.
it is, you're watching.
Absolutely.
You know? Better show, Gal. Well, I know what you're gonna say, but I was gonna say better show, Cheers or Seinfeld. They're different type of shows. You can't really compare them
both
together.
great.
Yeah.
Both great. But if I have to choose, I'm taking Seinfeld. But Cheers is great.
I just think of all the writing
Yes.
and all the things that Cheers did all those years, and way before Seinfeld, like
And Cheers is definitely up there for best ever cast replacement.
yeah, with
You know,
Coach.
Yeah, with Coach
Sure.
one
Diane.
and Woody coming in, Diane leaving, Rebecca coming in. Yeah, they really did a good job because a lot of times that is a sinking ship. If a star, one
Oh,
of the main
sure.
members leaves, you're like, well, it's
You know what's
done.
third? You know what's third on that?
What
the
you
Mike Calta show with the Carmen Diner replacement.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that was pretty good.
I mean, you brought in you had a girl who was a tomboy who talked about sex and all this stuff, and then she was brunette and she leaves. Then we bring in a young blonde who dates black dudes.
When do we
And
do
it was
that again?
complete opposite. Well, at the time, you had a thing. Well, who are you dating now? Okay.
Yeah.
And because it affected
It's kind
your
of like Tiger Woods is black, even though he's not all black. Once you have a little black in you, you're black.
That's
yeah,
right.
they're a cheater.
So you had a little black in you.
yeah,
now
they're
you're black.
black.
Get it in
Yeah.
there.
It's 100% how it
If
works.
you're applying for tax breaks, it would totally work that way.
Like college.
Yeah,
Science.
yeah. So anyway, I'm just saying, good replacement.
Mhm.
That's all.
Mhm. Take the compliment.
How long before you bring in the next young, blonde, hot?
Oh, I think Carmen. Oh, okay. Oh,
we're getting new cameras.
Oh,
We're getting new cameras just so you can see my face.
Yeah.
No, it's true. We had dining here since the beginning. So we started in 2006.
Then you upgraded it to Carmen.
We upgraded, but I don't know what year what year she left.
Dinah passed away. Gio.
Yeah.
What's the
Jesus.
matter with you, man?
Not what she left.
Well, I
for,
mean,
so it
that's
doesn't
not
count.
why we brought Carmen in. 'Cause
No,
she didn't
no.
yeah. What year did Dinah leave?
Oof.
Right, so she had to be here like.
Well, Carmen, when did you
Oh
get
yeah.
her?
it's-
So she was probably 2021.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They were never.
Oh, wait a second.
No,
Oh, you did overlap. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean 2021?
no.
No,
She means her
2011.
age was.
Yes, 2011.
Oh, age wise. Okay, so 2011, and you did overlap for a year.
Yeah, it's just about that.
Right, but just okay.
Which
so
was the best because it went during Christmas, and you did one of the best things. I've never seen you break a person down more is when you handed Carmen a check
oh.
for like $5,000.
Carmen had been with us not very long.
Yeah.
And I give out Christmas presents, and I fake gave Carmen $1,000
Yeah.
check in front of Dinah, and Dinah lost her mind.
It's the first time I remember looking at her face, and she had nothing to say for the first
She
time.
tried to play it off.
Yeah.
She tried to be like, no big deal, but she was vibrating. She
Yes.
was so bad. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it was like in her inner monologue was like, this mother.
Yeah.
Like, I've been here, and now he's giving her 1,000. Oh, my God.
And Carmen was wearing her Christmas bikini and a thong. Oh,
I
man.
was like, you're gonna be fine wherever you go, Dinah.
Dude.
And then but also Dinah, I don't remember what did I do. I like gave her nothing, or gave her
No,
like a
you gave
candle
her
or something,
something. Yeah. You
and then gave
her,
Carmen
yeah.
$1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Dude.
it's better to give her something that's worthless
Yeah.
and then give Carmen like,
Right.
don't forget her. You remembered. It's just an awful gift, and here's a fantastic gift for Carmen.
That was good, man, because you knew you can get Dinah to boil over.
Oh my God.
If you really tried, and she couldn't hold back. After a while, she just lost it. The best is Dinah goes to Houston, works, and comes back here one time when we go to lunch, and she's like, "Hey, so how's blonde Carmen working out?" I go, "Oh, dude, since the day you left, we've been banging." And she's like, "For real?" I go, "Yeah. She's gonna be here forever. Bang her in my office, bang her." And she's like, that's what she said. She looks at me. She goes, "You're disgusting." And I started laughing. I was like, "I'm kidding. I'm kidding."
Just twice.
Yeah.
You're winking at me right now. I
I'm
know
not.
you
Don't get stands at me. I'm not winking at anybody.
It wasn't in the office either.
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
We know Joe has cameras in there.
Oh,
hello. Adjusting.
My mic has erectile.
You're shifty, like Carmen said.
Oh man, yesterday I did something really weird. I went to Tampa. Whew. I feel like when I was in Tampa, I was on Dale Mabry, and I'm like, I feel like I haven't been here in 100 years.
Yeah.
It just seems so. And I was there not too long. I was right by that Buff City in Midtown, but just to be over there and like not kind of recognize new buildings and stuff, it's really weird.
Like downtown?
No, like Midtown.
Oh.
Yeah. I never go to the places where I went to a lot because we were traveling back and forth to the station, you know? So it was just, I don't know, it was just weird to be around. I had lunch at Brick House. You know the Brick House
Still
Tavern?
good?
Yeah.
Well, interesting, Galvin. It looks like the shell of what it used to look like,
Oh, really?
but it was delicious. It was great. Like, I thought this place must really have fallen off because it wasn't packed, but it wasn't dead. And anytime you go there for lunch, the lights are on, it's bright, there's people there, there's sports on TV. This time I walked in, it was quiet. There wasn't that many people there. I got there pretty early, though.
The views used to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you-
girls were the hottest goddamn
Yeah.
girl. Like, I still am friends with some of the girls now, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, you're not at a good sports time right now either.
Yeah, it's
True.
This is the dead zone.
Yeah, you got nothing going on, really. You got baseball.
True. But anyway, so I went there and I was like, I don't know, man, the food must have really fallen off. And then we ordered food and I was like, this food's delicious.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything we had was great. And I thought I gotta, you know, I'm not over there a lot, but I gotta go to the. And I ate relatively healthy. I got a salad, but it was fresh and delicious. I was like, this is really good.
They
Little
used to
goat cheese
have-
in there, would you?
Oh.
No, it was a Thai chicken salad.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And then my wife heard the show yesterday
Mm.
when I started talking about what a terrible cook she was.
Yeah.
So I came in the kitchen and she was in the crock pot, and I go, "Oh, what do we got going on here? We got a little pot roast or something?" She goes, one of her 5 signature dishes, and she goes, "No, I'm trying something new with chicken." And I was like, I just got through saying I didn't like chicken. So I looked in it, and it was small little potatoes, onions, green beans, and whitish chicken breast. I was like,
You sneak some butter in there.
well, that was the thing. I looked at it and I was like, this looks great and it smells great. And I thought, looks like the most healthy, gross meal you'll ever eat. And then we ate it, and I freaking loved it.
Yeah.
I said, Amanda, you might have 6 meals now. 6 meals. And she goes, I read about it online. I figured we tried. I was like, good. I think every family should eat out of the crock pot. Especially if you have 2 parents or 1 parent and that parent works. Just throw everything in the morning and leave. That's it. Whatever's there when you get home, that's what you're eating. You could even look in the refrigerator and be like, damn, I forgot to buy stuff for dinner. And just find some stuff and throw it in the crock pot, and you'll be fine when you get home.
I'm always afraid he's going to light the house on fire.
Yeah.
You know what? Me too. But I've really experimented with that thing. Like, I've watched it cook on high for 10 hours, and I go over there, and I feel it's not even hot,
Yeah.
They designed that pretty good. But you do need a big one. You need a big one for the family. I mean, you can look in your refrigerator and see we just have a pound of ground beef, and you can make something good.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can grab some vegetables and some stuff, maybe even some soup.
Yeah.
Or some sort of stock or whatever. Don't do that with the pressure cooker, though.
No.
Don't turn the pressure cooker on and leave the house.
So I've never used a pressure cooker before.
Just don't even do it.
Yeah.
I don't know why people do, because those seem to have the most problems.
Well, I mean,
Cooks
you do
quicker.
because that's the whole thing. Is it cooks a lot faster? It does it a lot faster because it keeps it all sealed in. But it seems like
Have
a
you used it?
dangerous device. Yes.
So the only pressure cooker I've ever seen is one that my great-grandfather used. And I'm talking about used it in the 70s and 80s, but must have had it since the 50s.
And it looked like it came off a submarine.
100 pounds.
Really?
100 pounds. Yeah.
Big tops.
The top went on and latched on.
Yeah,
You had to
yeah.
latch the top on
Because of the
it.
pressure, yeah.
And then it had a little dial on the top so you could read the pressure. And when that thing was going, you were like, oh, man, any minute now.
Yeah. It just seems like
Yeah.
too dangerous of a thing to have.
no.
That's how they make bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
so-
what they use a lot of pressure cookers in bombs where they just put nails and all kind of
Right.
stuff in there and then it explodes.
The
yeah.
Boston Marathon, I believe
Yeah,
that's what
I
they
believe that
use.
was a pressure cooker. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like that is the thing. I remember one time we were eating dinner when I was a kid, and we had a Corningware on the oven, but it wasn't, the flame wasn't on, but there was a bowl. It wasn't Corningware. It was the one that was supposed to be heat resistant.
Pyrex.
Pyrex. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
And we were eating, and all of a sudden it just went, poof, and it exploded.
Oh, yeah.
The heat in there must have built up,
Ooh.
and it just shattered all over the thing. Right? I mean, it scared the hell out. It was like a sniper got us from across the street.
I'll be using pans and stuff, and then I'll wash them out. Does all the steam and everything. And my wife goes, "You're not supposed to do that." And I go, "According to who?" And she goes, "My mom." And I go, "Yeah, maybe according to your mom in the 30s."
Yeah.
I go, it's not like it used to be. I go, "It's fine. It's fine."
Technology's come a long way.
Yeah. By the way, you cook one meal, so let's not settle down, Ramsey.
You know what I have a new love for? Is hot dogs.
Yeah.
I never really loved the hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
You know
Hey,
what?
Joe, you and Joe really may be soulmates, because Joe calls them trailer park dogs,
Yeah.
and I mean they're a staple in the house.
You got to do a dog, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the
And
best
he's,
way.
he's
I'm a New
always
Yorker.
making gruel in his crock pot.
What is gruel?
Gruel is
Just
just a combination
like
of ingredients.
Yeah. Well, I always think of gruel. I think of like some sort of porridge.
It looks like that when
Yeah.
it comes out.
Yeah.
Quinoa's
Like
Like the
delish.
Matrix food.
Yeah.
You need to hit OCC. They got the foot long hot dog, the big old,
I
slap
feel
some
really
mustard
gay
on it.
eating
I
those.
know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have never felt gayer than eating a corn dog. And I'm like, I saw this thing on TV a couple of minutes ago, and I figured out who in this room could be president, couldn't be president, and then I had a change of mind. So remember Reaganomics?
Mm-hmm.
Then now Biden has a thing, Bidenomics.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, we can go around the room and see who would be president. Just based. Galvanomics would be pretty
Galvanomics.
good.
Hey, how about this? Carmenomics.
Carmenomics
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
Galvanomics
Yeah.
for Geo. Caltanomics. And I thought you two will never be president. The Centonomics, it doesn't work.
What about this for Geo? Geometry.
Oh. But you ready for you? I was like, you'll never be president. And then I thought about it. See, Polychemonomics didn't work, but Polyconomics works.
Polyconomics does work.
Polyconomics
Yeah.
works
Yeah,
really
we're
well.
going space, baby.
Yeah. Oh, hey, ladies and gentlemen, here to tell you about polyconomics. So
What about-
I was like, oof.
Spanish nemocitos.
No, I sound like a rapist. I feel like.
Little.
I don't even know what that is.
What about we just have Joe Bucks? Everybody gets a Joe Buck.
Come on down.
Shake my hand.
Oh, by the way, did I win Powerball last night?
You
dude.
did not win.
Nobody won.
No, it rolled
Good.
over.
Roll it.
know.
You guys didn't win?
Every time it rolls over, you guys get more money.
Every
Yeah.
time it rolls over, Gio gets less money.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought for sure at least one of you guys would win.
You did? Because
Yeah.
the odds are against us. I'm surprised with your background in geometry.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you would think that.
Hey,
thought
give me
for
a
sure I'd come
second,
in today.
Galvin. Take money off of Gio for being a wise guy.
I'm telling you, you want to know
Down.
galvanomics, where to put it? Oh, right over here. Give it to me.
Polyconomics.
Polyconomics,
It
man.
means we're going to Vegas.
Everybody's rich.
All
I
right.
try to think, like, I used to think when I was younger, if I got if I won like that, I'd have 2 jets waiting at the airport. One for, like, me and my super close friends and a bunch of strippers, and then one for, like, my brother-in-law so they didn't have to watch me with the strippers on the way to Vegas.
Yeah.
And then I
At
would
that
gi-
point, doesn't matter.
Well, I don't know. I'd give everybody like 10 grand, and we'd all, and pay for his rooms and all that stuff, and we would all fly out to Vegas on the best weekend of our lives. And then I thought last night I was like, if I won, I don't think I'd do any of that anymore. Like, maybe bring maybe a small jet with a couple people, and I don't know.
The
And we'd
jet
be-
on the inside is just beds. The whole jet
I
is
mean,
just made of
yeah,
beds.
somebody
Yeah.
thinking that I'd be more interested in eating in Vegas than I would gambling and partying. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
Times
telling
they
you
are
right now,
changing.
I win the Powerball. I'm getting Van Halen back together somehow.
Oh, dude.
So-
Oh, I know
Thank
that's.
you.
You better get Galvin Science. I
Yeah.
don't know how you would do that.
Well, I mean, obviously not Eddie, but I'm going to have Alex and I'm going to have Michael Anthony. I'm going to get David Lee Roth and then throw in John Five or,
All right.
Steve Vai or somebody in there.
Powerball money, you could probably dig Eddie up and just have him out there just on a pole.
Listen, and if I get attitude from Alex or anybody, I'm going to go, I'm fine with David Lee Roth's band. I'll get
Yeah.
Billy Sheehan
Yeah.
and Greg
Oh.
Bissonette. How you like that?
Yeah.
I
Not
like
cool.
Eat 'em and Smile was one of the best albums.
Not cool.
Yeah.
It was a good band. It was a good album.
Yeah.
I really was like, I'm 51 years old. I can give my kids enough money right out of the gate so they'll be set for life. Let's just blow the rest of the money.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was looking into because I feel like I'm definitely going to win this time.
Oh, you are.
Those
SGO.
yeah, the hot air balloon rides. Not that I'm not saying it right. Like the blimp rides,
I
where
would
they're luxury
never
blimps.
leave the ground
Oh,
if
dude.
I won Lotto except for
I'm
airplanes.
getting my own luxury blimp, and I'm just blimping around the
Nah,
world.
you might
like
as
it's
well
a cruise ship.
Jump in a submarine, go look at the Titanic.
Yeah.
It's
Nah,
the same
nah.
thing.
It is
No,
totally
it's
the
not.
same
No,
thing.
it's not.
100%. Yeah.
They've had the
Because when you
technology
die
for
in your
blimps.
luxury blimp,
Yep.
people
Yeah.
go, yeah, well, he's an idiot.
That's all right. I'm gonna die.
He wanted to have a luxury blimp until things
Yeah.
went wrong.
Yeah, and I'm gonna fan the flames off with all my money that is in my luxury blimp.
I'm getting a Chinese spy balloon.
You
By the
can't.
way,
Fly
can I'm almost positive like
Don't ruin it.
blimps now don't have flames, right?
I don't know.
I would imagine
What do you think? You were
we're-
pulling the.
we're past that, the Hindenburg and all that
That's a
stuff.
hot
feel
air
like it's-
balloon.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of a hot air balloon.
Any of it.
That's
any
how
of
it
it.
works.
A
Just,
blimp is like a different thing.
Yeah, a luxury blimp.
I don't know, but I'm listen. For all I know, they're stoking a fire in there. I don't even know how blimps work. But
Blimps are motorized.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Blimps are
would think
motorized.
so.
It's filled with helium.
Yeah.
Well, not helium, but filled with
Hydrogen.
hydrogen. But it is motorized.
Yeah.
I would not. I don't want a blimp.
Oh yeah.
I don't even want my own plane.
I want to be
I
up
don't.
high.
I don't even want to fly private. I want to fly commercial
Oh.
and just take the whole plane over.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know. Very rarely do you hear a domestic, commercial flight crashing, but you always hear about drunk idiots in a small plane going down. You
Yeah.
know, I don't want that.
Would you buy a new plane or would you get
No.
one of the old ones? You'd get
I
an
would
old one?
literally rent a
Oh.
entire Delta flight.
So old.
How much is it? Give me the whole flight.
Oh.
I would buy the whole flight, and this way we could all have a row or two or whatever we want to stretch out and leave me
Then I
alone.
push Spanish into the engine.
Yeah.
By the way, blimps are filled with helium, and really what you want is just a tour bus.
Yeah.
Just stay on the
yeah,
ground.
yeah.
Just
That's
stay on
what
the
I
ground.
want. It's
Too
I mean,
bumpy.
no, it's really not. It's actually quite soothing while you're
Yeah.
sleeping.
That does sound
And-
nice. Yeah, you can go up high.
I'm sorry, you can't go anywhere. What?
Overseas.
Sure, you can.
You can?
Yeah.
Hey, you fly over and get a bus over there.
Yeah.
I could just blimp over.
Or you could just drive your blimp onto a ship, and then they drive you over. You don't even have to, or your bus.
It's true, yeah.
Dear
Whatever.
Lord.
But also, I don't know whether you know it or not. It's not a goddamn school bus where you're going to be hitting potholes and stuff. You're in a luxury tour bus. You're not even going to feel anything.
Hey,
you're not even going to know you're moving.
Not
Pray
carrying
with
my
me.
blimp.
Dear Lord, I know I've asked you for years if I can win lotto. Please make Spanish win lotto so he can die in a blimp.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
would like to see.
That's a feel-good story of the
That's
summer.
my, that's
right
my
there.
new thing. I want to see you die in a blimp.
Did you see a video of Bert's new bus? It was all custom made and had the machine written, like embroidered on all the seats.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
really?
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
not
Did
see
he
that.
buy one?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because he
he'd
was
buy
saying-
another one.
He was.
I didn't know whether he had bought one before. I knew that he had one, but I know a lot of those guys rent them from different tours and stuff.
Bert made at least $25 million last year. Okay,
yeah.
that's at least. Do you think I can call him and ask him if I could have his old bus and he would just give it to me?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Do you think I could talk him into it?
Yes.
That's what I think. Like, I don't think he's going to be like, yeah, sure, take it. I feel like I could talk him into it. I'd be like, yeah, come on, Bert. I mean, you made $25 million last year. Remember when you didn't have any money and you used to come on the show and we did this and we did all. Remember that time I bought lunch and he'd be like, all right, you can have it. This is it. Like, I bet you I could talk him into giving me the bus.
Totally.
Yeah.
You
And
tell
then,
him you need it, and he'll like, all right, yeah.
I don't know that it'll ever actually make it here, but I think I could actually talk him into giving it to me. Same thing with Bobby.
100%.
Bobby, yeah, buddy, can I have your bus? But I just bought the bus, and I don't have Bert money. I just bought it with. Come on, Bob. And he'd be like, all right. I'll have it. Like, it's different. One's out of guilt, one's out of love.
But if you get Bobby's bus, you're gonna have to answer his phone calls.
He did it again last night. I woke up this morning, called me 9:54. I was like, I don't know what you're thinking. This guy goes to bed early. Jeopardy, 3 ice creams, sleep.
You can set your phone to like have like notifications off for certain people, so it'll send them a message back that says,
Hey, jerk, I'm sleeping.
it just
Yeah.
says not like I think this is not accepting phone calls or this
But
person.
you can customize it,
Yeah.
because you can be like, I'm driving right now. I'll call you. Whatever.
So even when they go to text you, it'll say this person has turned off notifications.
Okay, I got to do that because I miss
Yeah.
and I forget. Like, Justin Stengel texted me the other day, and I was sleeping, and I forgot to text him back yesterday because they get pushed to the bottom. You know,
Yeah. But also that way you can also have like emergency people that can ring right through.
Yeah.
right.
But it'll notify that person they can contact
Yeah.
you.
All I know is I've been trying to go to bed early, and my son for some reason goes to the gym at night, and when he comes back and that Ring doorbell hits, Jesus Christ. It goes right through my heart. It scares me so. It sounds like they just threw a bunch of pots and pans down the hall. It scares the hell out of me. All right. It is Thursday. We're one step closer to a big, long weekend for the 4th of July.
Yes.
I hope everybody has plans and is going to have a good time. It's a good decompressed couple of days. Everybody's bitching about 4th of July being on a Tuesday. I love it because it's giving us a good 4-day work weekend
Yeah.
for most people.
Most people?
Yeah,
Most
why?
people aren't getting Monday and Tuesday off.
Yeah.
Oh, 4th of July, everybody has off, no?
Tuesday,
Tuesday people are getting off, but a lot
Right.
of people are working Monday.
Yeah.
So
Oh, my
then they
God.
just have the one day, which is not the
Take
part of the
your day.
weekend and doing it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
what? It's America's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys should get a blimp. Go
Yeah.
on Tuesdays in the blimp.
And we'll go together.
Yeah.
It's on me. When does I win?
Filled with hydrogen.
Carmen, America's birthday, what year?
Whoa!
USA! USA! Very nice. Oh.
Try to chime in.
Eh.
Try to chime in with a little something there. All right, we'll take a break. We'll do the open letter rewind, and then we'll come back with Sporkle. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone.
selector. Hey.
647 on the Mike Calta show. It's 1025 The Bone. Phone lines are completely full. I want to remind everybody we got the Calta cruise coming up before you know it. If you would like to go, and you would like to go for free, stop by and see my man Steve Hurley at Stingray Chevrolet. The big store on I-4, exit 22, Plant City. Go in there and just scan the QR code with your phone, and you're automatically registered to win a cruise for two. You don't even have to talk to anybody. I mean, I would give Steve Hurley a nice hug and kiss while you're there, but you don't have to. But seriously, if you're in the area, stop by, scan the QR code, and you could win a trip for two on the Calta cruise.
280 days, 4 hours, 11 minutes, and 27, 26, 25
Can I ask you a
seconds.
question?
Yeah.
What is the date of the cruise?
April 4th.
April 4th. So
April 4th, 2024.
the end of July, my wife and I are going on a cruise.
Yeah.
Just the two of us. And it's a short one.
Two of us. We can make it on a cruise.
We're going to only like a short weekend cruise, like a Thursday to Monday one.
Nice.
Then it's like our once-a-year sex cruise.
Oh.
Then, kidding. Then in October, I'm going on Bert's fully loaded cruise.
I'm very excited about that.
Yes, yes. And then I think sometime in November, we're going on a cruise from my mother-in-law's 80th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a big family cruise. And then we have the Calta cruise in April. So I will have gone on 4 cruises before we even get to that.
Cruising it up, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Cruise master.
But it's funny because 280 days, you go, oh, well, that's 280 days, that's practically a year.
Yeah.
Watch how fast it goes
Yeah.
fast.
No, I mean, every year, we cross over the bridge from Tampa into the boat. Like when I walk across that little walkway, I go, I just remember we were saying, oh, the cruise is so far away. And here we are every time.
You got 4 cruises, 3 Pearl Jams, Oktoberfest.
Pearl
yeah.
Jam.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest is becoming less and less of a reality.
Oh, what?
Because
Not cool.
I might end up going back to Japan.
Oh.
So I can't do 2 international flights in 1 year.
Of course not.
I got 4 Pearl Jams coming up in September.
Hey, you
That
could
is
always
true.
go to Japan and then fly over to Germany.
This is true.
You know,
Yeah,
from
true.
there.
Yeah,
Is that closer? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Not sure how the world works.
It's all see it, man.
Yeah.
Last night I was Jeopardy champ last night.
Of course.
Yeah, I was good. I even answered some, and I looked at my wife. I go, I don't know where that came from. I was deep inside somewhere from like 4th grade, and it just jumped out.
Pulled it out.
The guy who we had on the show last time, who was the biggest winner in Jeopardy, the guy who was actually a bigger winner than Ken Jennings, he made a very good point on the air. He said Jeopardy does a good job at giving you clues in the question, and they really do. If you look at the question. And like obviously they're asking you a question, but they also throw a little zinger in there every once in a while. But lately, like if I wish I could remember the word for it, the Double Jeopardy second daily double. Okay, that should be a hard thing to answer. And this guy got it, and the question was, what kind of races? I'll ask you Spanish. What kind of races did the Romans have? Blah blah blah, from one end to the other.
What are chariot races?
Thank you. I mean, that was it. That was it. The guy was like, he answered like a city. He didn't even get it right. And I looked at the man and I go, the answer is chariot races. And if they say chariot races, how is this a daily double question? And it was chariot races. And that idiot got it wrong. I was like, I would be smoking today. Smoking. They had a guy on the other night. He was a good-looking kid. He was a facial surgeon. And he was on, his brother had died of brain cancer, and they always talked about Jeopardy, and he wanted to go on and win for him. And he got on and got smoked. He was going into the 3rd round with like $1,000. He had nothing. He ended up winning because the 2 other people got it wrong, and they overbet, and he won. He came back for the 2nd day and lost, but he was like, I can't believe I made it here for 2 days. He goes, I just wanted to show up one time, and I was here for 2 days. So I feel like last night I would have been a champion.
I bet the pressure of the moment, though, being there,
Unbelievable.
as it's going, you've got just to get on Jeopardy to begin with. You're so wound up that
See, but I think, Gio, I could get on Jeopardy,
Yeah.
and then I would embarrass myself horribly
Well,
just because of the pressure of all that.
I think it's different than when you're sitting on your couch eating
Oh,
Dove
for
bars.
sure.
as
Yeah.
opposed to
Sure.
being like,
Answering after they answer and thinking
I don't know
got
why
it.
you keep saying that. I don't do that. I don't know what.
But you still won't take the test online.
I guess I don't, because what's the point? If I win, I don't want to go on.
Would you like a couple Jeopardy questions?
Sure.
All right. French words in English. It meant a plume of feathers worn on a hat, then came to signify style or swagger.
What? I don't know.
Anybody?
Over.
Anybody?
No.
Panache.
Panache.
Nah.
All right, come on.
All right. Firsts. Ooh, local.
Okay. All right.
In 1914, Tampa had the world's first scheduled passenger airline service with pretty short flights to this city.
Miami.
St. Petersburg.
What is St. Augustine?
What is St. Petersburg?
Oh, man.
Joe got it. Yeah, very nice. All right, Joe's beating you in Jeopardy currently.
1-0.
All right, how about this? Category wine. This whiny girl wants a boat exactly like Mr. Wonka's, and I want lots of Oompa Loompas to row me about.
What is
Veruca Salt.
Veronica?
You got to answer it in the.
What is Veruca?
Veruca Salt is correct, yes.
What is Veruca Salt?
No, Mike got it already. All right, no, that's melodies, so you're not going to be able to do that. What about this one? Cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese. At a banquet during the Congress of Vienna, this four-letter French cheese took the
Brie.
title
What
as
is Brie?
King of the Cheese. You say, what is Brie?
Yeah.
I say you are correct.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'm pretty good.
All right.
Well, I
Pretty
mean,
good.
tied
You're
with
in.
Joe. As long
I
as-
mean, no, that's high with Joe. I won.
Well, let's get the cheese category.
Let me, well, there was cheese and wine, I guess, the thing.
Put the booze.
Here's the last one for you. First is the category. On October 13th, 1983, the first call on a commercial cell phone was made to a grandson of this inventor.
Boop, boop, boop. Who is Alexander Graham Bell?
Yes, he's destroying you guys. You guys are ridiculous.
I'm good at this game.
I
You
mean,
know what
those are so
really,
easy.
you know what would really be good is if we had a game that we played that was trivia based.
What? We should play that right now.
Hey!
Oh, you,
I mean,
You are no Trebek, Carmen.
Like yesterday, the category was animated characters, and I was like, oh,
Bart
I'd
Simpson.
smoke everybody, huh? Galvin went line ain't playing football.
I am going to win again today for line one.
Line
How
one.
about that?
Good morning. Who is this? I did. Galvin's playing for you, Spanish.
Line 3, please.
Good morning. Who is this? All right, Billy, please hold. Spanish is playing for you, Gio.
line 12.
All right. Good morning. Who is this? Eldon, whatever. I don't know. Gio's playing for you. Good morning. Who is this? Hi, Karen. I'm playing for you. Please hold. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap, you're a judge, scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today? I know what AF means.
Yeah.
So the initials are AF. It doesn't start with AF. Okay, just making sure. So, all right. All right, just clarifying. Thank you.
What?
April Fools.
Almost Famous. Al Franken. Arthur Fonzarelli.
Albert Frankenstein.
Penicillin is
Alberto Fenicilli.
I don't remember.
Love.
Animal Farm.
Jesus.
Albert Finney.
Geo is not on the board. Galvin has 0. Spanish has 2. And Michael is your leader, but only by 2 with 4.
Galvin is 0, but he's on the board, and
Yeah.
I'm not. Is that what we're saying?
That's exactly
Wait
what
a
I'm
second.
saying.
Who is by me Spanish?
Yeah, Spanish
Yeah.
has 2.
Feels off.
It's not.
It does feel off.
Right?
Every day.
Mm.
Every day.
Yeah.
Athlete's
Athlete's
foot.
foot.
Geo.
Sorry, I'm not the judge.
Yeah.
Nothing. America Ferrara.
Amy Fisher.
Could not think of it.
Axel Foley.
Ooh.
Axel Foley.
Arthur Feingold.
Almond Fairy.
Alonzo Franklin.
Ferguson.
Turd
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
All forgiven. No. Yeah.
Amniotic fluid.
Damn it.
Well,
I was like taking my time. Like, I'm like, he'll never get this.
gross.
Yeah.
Galvin has 1 point. Geo has 2 points. Spanish has 3 points. And Michael is your leader. He has 5.
Oh.
Catchable.
Shut up.
And Frank.
I think Michael.
I would. You think so?
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
All right. I'll take it.
I would have
I would have said Spanish, but I
Nah,
was
you
answering.
answered it first.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Integrity.
Oh.
You are integrity.
Now you can't catch him.
ass kisser.
Ass Fisher. AF.
Ask Fister.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah.
Anna Faris. Aretha Franklin. Damn it.
Ace Frehley.
I would have said me.
By the way, when you took the makeup off, you know who he was? Aretha Franklin.
So Galvin gets the point.
A lot of people say that.
Final score, Joe.
Your final score, Geo is in last with 2. Galvin also had 2.
Actually,
Spanish
four.
had 3. And Michael is your champion. He had 7.
Oh, great. Don't forget heart disease and cancer. They are silent killers. You'll never know you have them, but you can go get scanned and give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve by getting in touch with our friends at Lifeguard Imaging. Go to lifeguardimaging.com and make your appointment today. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, I bet you'll get in trouble. Worst lunch ever. And come on, catch up.
Yeah. All right, Galvin has your news. We'll take a quick break and we'll get right into that. Before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at Walsh Roofing Services. I have to tell you, if you're driving around today, yesterday, all week, and you're just feeling how hot it is and how gross it is, and you're thinking, well, what can I do with that sun? How do I get that and harness that to be energy in my home? Well, you can call Walsh Roofing Services because they do roofs, because they did the roof on this home, but they also do solar. And I got 4 calls yesterday afternoon in a 15-minute period of people trying to sell me solar with fake phone numbers, fake accents, all from nowhere. Solar is a great idea, but you don't know who to trust. You got these people up on your roof. You're spending some money to do it. You want it right? Call Walsh, WalshRoofingandSolar.com. They can take care of you. They've done the roof and the solar on this home, and they do a fantastic job. And it can get down to the point where you're saving so much money, you actually get credits every month as opposed to getting a bill. You can almost eliminate, if not fully eliminate, your electric bill every month, and it's good for the environment, and you get tax breaks. So if you've been thinking about going solar, call the folks at WalshRoofingandSolar.com. And they have financing. So if you're interested in getting a roof or the solar, they do have financing there, and they can help you out. So instead of paying an electric bill, pay your financing bill, and then once you get that paid off, you have solar for the rest of your home's life. It is WalshRoofingandSolar.com. We'll take a break. Galvin has your news next on 102.5 The Bone. $7:12 on the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. These guys are in town tonight, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
The
Emily
Cure,
Arena.
the La Cure. I wish I could go. If it was a Saturday afternoon, I would go. It's just hard
In
to
your
go.
backyard.
Yeah. If Robert Smith stopped by into this one song, I'd be very happy.
I'm sorry, did you say you're going, Joe?
I would go with you, Michael.
I would
yeah.
take you, Joe.
I was gonna
would
say.
take you for sure.
He's not offering you free tickets,
oh,
Joe.
no.
If I was going, I would give you a free ticket.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Buy
My
you
friend
drinks,
right
too.
there. Hey, look, I don't buy him drinks. We have a contract.
Yeah.
I buy, he
He
flies.
So you don't buy him drinks, but you buy,
Yeah, but he flies. It's a trade-off.
but you're buying him a drink.
Well, it's a transactional.
It
nature.
is. He gives me he pays for it in services,
Goods and services.
not sexual.
Hot.
This is gross.
Now go walk the dogs and take out the trash.
Already done.
He's flying. That's him flying right there.
Fix the camera.
I'm buying. He's flying. Works out perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I want to remind you. What do I want to remind you of? Oh, we got the Calta Comedy Circus coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Ian Bagg is all over Instagram. If you're not following him, he's blowing up even bigger now. He's on Instagram, and he is one of the funniest guys doing anything. His jokes are funny, but his crowd work is amazing. He's fast, and he talks like this, so everything is funnier. He's weird. He's Canadian by way of somewhere else, and I don't know. It's him and Josh Sneed, who is also a great joke writer, a great comedian, and Mike Cannon, who is an old man white basketball player who also is funny. All three of those guys will be here at the Calta Comedy Festival, and we have, I don't even know what I could say, we have a TV thing with commercials coming up soon that are going to be very funny, so you'll be able to see that as well. All to promote the Calta Comedy Circus, which is happening at the Capitol Theater, and that is on the 2nd of September, and tickets selling remarkably well. The VIP sold out immediately. The cheap tickets are going fast. It's over halfway full. If you want to go, don't be shut out. Get your tickets at rutheckerthall.com or go to theboneonline.com for all the information today. Time to turn it over to Galvin. He has today's news. What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes, where the future is happening now. They've got
future.
they've got the 3D foot scanner in there that is absolutely amazing. All you do is go in there, take your little shoesies off, leave your socks on. You stand on there, and it tells you everything you need to know about your feet, which makes it easy for the Pelt Shoe fit experts to get an accurate fitting for your feet. You want to make sure you're having the proper fitting shoes. Otherwise, you could have knee pain and back pain and all kind of stuff happening just because you have the wrong shoes on. And then it saves all that stuff. They'll email you all your information, and it saves it in there for them. So next time you come in, they go, oh, yeah, I remember you had these shoes, and these worked out good for you, and helps you out and makes everybody happy. I stopped in there and checked it out. It was really easy to use. And I got to tell you, one
It's
of the
like
great...
when Wendy shows up at Wendy's. They're like, he's here. He brought his feet.
One of the great things is you don't have to use that. Remember that old metal shoe?
Oh, yeah.
The
yeah.
foot thing?
Like Forrest Gump when they figure out his
Yeah.
leg problem.
I'm pretty sure that didn't really work. Like, I never really knew what they were doing.
Put your heel
Yeah.
all the way back.
But Pelts knows what's going on. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. So any shoe style that you're looking for or brand, you can stop in there and get them right there at Pelts. And make sure you whisper my name, Galvin. You're going to get 10% off your first purchase. Pelts shoes, get them at Pelts. So I think we're done talking about this now, but this is the final thing, hopefully. The U.S. Coast Guard said it has likely recovered human remains from the wreckage of the Titan submersible
Ew.
and is bringing the evidence back to the United States. The submersible, of course, imploded last week, killing all 5 people on board. The vessel was on a voyage to see the wreck of the Titanic. The Coast Guard said it had recovered debris and evidence from the seafloor that included what was described as presumed human remains.
Gross.
So, rush.
Do you think we'll get the audio of them talking to the sub right before it exploded?
No, because remember there was no communication.
Well, no, because they were talking to him. They lost communication.
Yeah.
Like I believe there was audio of them talking back and forth. And
Oh
then-
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
before
See-
they lost communication,
Yeah.
and they
Oof.
could have audio of them talking, even though they were not communicating. They didn't get a response. I don't know if there's a recording or how that works,
Yeah.
Black box.
unless it was all squished.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how I read it, is that they were going down because there was a leak, and then I think they were just in the middle of talking, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I apparently they knew there was something going wrong and they were attempting to start to come up and then all of a sudden
Ugh.
they
Oh,
lost
man.
contact with the sub.
we'll never get that audio.
Yeah.
I know.
You know what? The biggest piece of audio or video that we'll never get to see, which I think we deserve to see, is that guy who went, that little sprite that went and lived in the woods with the bears, and then the bears
Oh,
one day were
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Nah, we're gonna eat him,"
Yeah.
and they have it all on video.
Grizzly man.
Yeah, Grizzly Man, and they won't show it.
Yeah.
And I feel like we deserve to see that, or at least to
Yeah.
hear it.
He was an odd duck because here's the thing. I don't know. You can study bears' behavior, and I guess you could learn some stuff. And he may have knew some things. Like he would go up to wild bears, and they wouldn't attack him until they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that's just confidence in doing it, because you see crazy people that'll jump into the zoo and jump in with the lions and stuff, and the lion's like, this is weird, or the gorilla or whatever, and they're like, I'm not hungry now or whatever, but at the right time the bear's just gonna go, oh yeah,
Yeah.
and eat you.
There's the idiot that jumped in over at Busch Gardens in the
Yeah.
alligator
Yeah.
enclosure
Yeah.
to get a YouTube video.
But this guy would video encounters with bears all the time, and the bears would come up and he'd go, "Not today, Leon, get out
Yeah,
of here!"
yeah, he would yell at the bear.
him, and then
Oh,
they'd
man.
go like, "What the hell?"
And
is
then one day the bear was like, "You really were bear."
yeah,
And we're
exactly.
letting this little twink yell at us and push us around. He's like, "Go eat his head."
Am I
Yeah.
still the one that watched Cocaine Bear?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I have not.
I want to watch it.
It's so over the top and dumb.
Sure.
But it really made me laugh a lot.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I think I got it from.
It's very, very gory.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
This is one of those ones where you think you're gonna get away with it. You think so?
Yeah.
You really think so? After 39 years, a 65-year-old man is behind bars for the murder of a 33-year-old woman found dead in a canal. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office said that Donald Santini, 65 years old, was wanted for the 1984 murder of the 33-year-old Cynthia Wood, a woman who was going through a divorce with her husband at the time. Investigators said that Santini was the last person to be seen with Wood before detectives discovered her body strangled and left in a canal. He was identified as a suspect shortly after, but Santini fled the county immediately. 39 years later, investigators, by the way, FBI and everybody was working on this, were finally able to locate him earlier this month. He also had served time in prison for raping a woman while stationed
Jesus.
in Germany, but, probably no connection as far as, unless you have Interpol,
Right.
But, and then he's also wanted in Texas for aggravated robbery.
Damn.
So this guy was on the lam for that long, but they finally caught him. Yeah, so 39 years later. He probably thought he got away
Yeah,
with
he
it.
did.
Going to live the rest of his life, but not anymore. 65, going to be in jail for the rest of his life for the murder, which is, good for the family because that gives them some closure at least. It's awful. It's terrible,
I
but,
know.
you got to figure you would at least want to know.
Justice.
Part
Yeah.
of me is like, you got away with it this long, just let it go.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
How does that-
I
because
gotta
you
be-
know he's going to do more stuff. I mean,
How
he
old
is.
is he?
65?
What's he gonna do?
Oh, he's going to do plenty of stuff. I mean, he raped a woman in Germany, had
Well, that was a
aggravated
long time
robbery.
ago, though.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let him go. You're out of your mind. You're never going to be sheriff. I cannot even believe that I'm reading this story. The U.S. Postal
I'm
Service.
sending you to the Top Gun.
Yeah. The U.S. Postal Service is going to raise the price of first class forever stamps.
What?
From
You can't raise the price of forever stamps.
no, they are 66 cents. That was 63 cents. Now they're 66 cents.
Spanish, how much was a stamp when I was a kid? When I was born?
25 cents.
Nope.
No.
It was less than that?
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, nickel.
10 cents.
10
10
cents.
cents?
10 cents up until I was around grade school, mid-grade school somewhere. They went to 25 cents.
10 cents for a stamp, 10 cents for a payphone, phone call.
yeah.
10 cents.
Jody, what was it like when they invented stamps?
Oh, that's great. That's how they came up with drop a dime.
The cart used to pull up, the Wells Fargo cart,
Yeah.
and bring all the. I remember walking home from school one day, and I stopped in the dry cleaner to call my mother. I had to tell her something on my way home, and I put a dime in the payphone, and it wouldn't work, and it kept coming out. I looked at the guy, go, "It's not working," and he goes, "You putting in a dime or a quarter?" I go, "A dime." He's like, "It's a quarter now." And I'm like, "What?" Yeah, the stamps went from like 10 to 12, the boom, boom, and then a quarter all like in a year.
Yeah.
Like, they just
But
jacked it
they've
up.
been jumping. So the USPS cited rising operating costs fueled by inflation for the increase in the stamp prices.
And Amazon.
In addition, the cost to send a domestic postcard, domestic postcard, hey, we're in Seattle, here's the postcard, will increase to 51 cents, and a 1 ounce letter mailed to another country will jump to $1.50. Email.
You know what though? Dennis Miller said it the best when they made it 25 cents. He was like, people are actually complaining about this. He goes, so I could be in California, write a letter, put it in an envelope, and for $1 I could send that around the world. And that's a pretty good. I mean, honestly, think about it. If I have to mail a letter from here to California and I need to get it there like in 3 days, I'd pay $1 for that.
But here's the problem with that is, one, you can email and it's instant and it's right there. Two is, if you want to send a postcard or something, take a picture of yourself, put it in your little app and say greetings from Houston and do that, and then you just text it to them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry, post office. You're done.
I like to hold the paper.
Post office I only use for packages.
Yeah.
And when you have to send something certified or something like that, or, that's the only time I go to the post office. And I love the post office because nobody's ever there. And if they are, it's like 2 people ahead of you, and it's great.
So a couple things about FedEx. FedEx, the guy was going, I believe, to the University of Tennessee, and that was his business plan that he came up with in college, and his professor said it would never work.
Never work.
Which is hilarious. And then I just read a thing where the guy was literally down to like his last $5,000, and he needed to pay his power bill and do this stuff for the company, and it was more than $5,000. And he was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to close my doors. You know what he did? Went to Vegas. Took that $5,000, played blackjack, made like 13 grand, and came back, paid for the stuff, and then wound up getting a loan.
Really?
Yeah, so he was almost completely done and literally gambled and won and
That's
kept his
funny.
business open. That's unbelievable.
While he was there, a rich man decided he wanted to sleep with his wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he gave him $1 million.
that is
to do it.
indecent.
I like that.
It's like an indecent proposal. AAA released some projections on holiday traffic patterns. Of course, 4th of July coming up. People are going to be traveling and doing dumb stuff. Oh, I thought you were going to hit me with the honk.
No, I just had a.
Tomorrow is expected to be the busiest day on the road. So tomorrow is everybody getting a jump
Yeah.
on it, going to leave and
Yeah.
exactly.
If you're flying, a gazillion flights already canceled
Oh,
today.
it's been brutal,
it's been awful. So pay attention.
They say Sunday and Monday shouldn't be really any busier than normal.
Yeah.
So, but Tuesday's 4th of July. So tomorrow's going to be busy. So if you're out there on the road.
What's going on? Anybody have big plans?
No.
No, going to see grandparents in Bradenton.
I wanted to have a party, but I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want a bunch of drunk people at my house. It was different when I lived in Wesley Chapel. You're like, I don't care. Go
Yeah.
be wet in the living room. What?
Johnny B almost killed a kid.
That's true.
Carmen, Pete and I had a 4th of July party every year since 1997. And all the way up until when I lived in Land O'Lakes. I think we might have even done one here. And then I was like, too many people.
I came to a 4th of July party at your Wesley Chapel
Wesley
house.
Chapel, yeah. That was in the beginning.
That was like
You
the
were on
first time I hung out
Weren't you
with
on the air? Or you came in right after you got off the air.
No, I didn't even work here yet.
Oh, really?
I think it was like the first time I hung out with you that I just hanging out.
I was one out there.
Oh, yeah.
What was the one with there was chicken nuggets in the pool and
Oh,
Xbox was
Dude,
there?
Xbox fell
that was
asleep
Land
face
O'Lakes.
down. Yeah.
There was
That
some
was
guy
Land
with
O'Lakes.
white pants and
A genie.
That was Land O'Lakes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was pretty wild.
I remember at the end of the night, X-Pac was passed out on the couch. I had not one but 2 midgets at my party that didn't come there together. And like 6 people lost their phones. And Matt from Hornblasters showed up with like 1,000 chicken nuggets while we were at the end
Do
of
you
the night.
remember why there was 2 midgets there?
So Jamie was there, who's a friend of mine.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Somebody got one of them wet.
So Jamie is a friend of mine who I hadn't seen in a long time, but he happened to be small, but he was a good dude, Jamie. We hung out with him all the time. And then Diggler came by.
Yeah.
And so we actually had two. I would have loved to have seen like when they saw each other for the first time.
Yeah, good. Highlander.
God, dude, Jamie was the absolute best because he was the meanest, funniest little guy you'll ever meet. He was just he'd get mad, but he also was funny at the same time. And we'd always bust his balls like, Jamie, don't worry about drinking and driving because we had a car seat for you. And he'd be like, all right, you're all funny. Everybody's funny.
X-Pac, that was when he had to wear the diaper because he was injured that year.
Bronco, he got Bronco busted.
Dude, and I remember him in the hot tub, like nodding off in the hot tub, and people were having to hold his head so it wouldn't go into the water.
Dude, that was that was the night I met some girl in Publix invited to the party, and she came. And she was the first naked drunk mess of the party. And I was like, and I remember that was the one when my wife woke up the next day and she was like, no more party. I was like, okay. I mean, there was at one point, there was just a slew of naked people in the pool, girls playing chicken and stuff. And I was like, ooh, this party got out of hand.
They were like,
I got rid of the kids before the party. Like they went and stayed at my father's house. Yeah.
there's chicken nuggets floating all over the pool.
It started off, and then we had a water slide in the backyard.
Yeah.
So, there was a lot of running out to the water slide, come back in the pool. I remember one time my small hot tub had like 15 people in it.
It was nuts.
But it wasn't big, and everybody was like on top of each other. And
Now we're all old and boring.
I know,
doing
dude.
nothing.
Yeah.
I feel like Carmen would still be fun. Yeah.
Really?
She's kind of a drag.
We're all old and sober now.
Chad's fun, though, so I figured she'd let loose if Chad was there.
Now, if you want to do some mushrooms and go into the woods, now we're talking. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to be chill fun.
Yeah.
I want to go back to naked chicken fights.
I don't think we can.
We were talking about the traveling and people out on the road. How about this? A legit flying car that can take off in traffic got approved by the FAA.
We're done.
I saw that.
Company called LF is behind it. People are excited because it actually takes off vertically like a helicopter. That means you wouldn't need a long stretch of runway or anything like that. You could take off in the middle of a traffic jam because it drives as a car, but can just
Shut up.
There is what it looks like. That's the mock-up
Is there
of it.
any? It doesn't have a working one yet.
No, they don't have a working one yet. They unveiled the Model A prototype last fall, and they've been taking pre-orders. They are expected to cost how much, you think, for a flying car?
I mean,
$250,000.
No, at least. I think more than that. I would say $500,000.
300,000.
On the money, Joe. $300,000. Even with that price tag, a bunch of people have already put down deposits. You can get in line for $150 or skip the line and join the priority queue for $1,500.
By the way, these are all garbage because I'm still waiting for my Hummer for 3 years, and I got a deposit on that. Elon Musk made that ugly truck that everybody put deposits on. Nobody's got that. I wouldn't fall for this whole flying car business.
Also, they're only approved for test flights right now, so the FAA is gets to decide when and where those tests can happen.
Say you sell 5,000 of them, and all of a sudden these guys are flying around,
Never
crashing into buildings and poles. They don't have any license to fly a car.
It's funny you say that because I was just reading an article. There's another country in Dubai that is doing jetpacks, and they want to do commercial jetpacks for people.
Yeah.
And they said that the big thing that they're running into, even in Dubai, is they don't know how to license people properly. for that.
Right,
So
yeah.
they were like, even here, if you bought a flying car, even if you had one, you would only be able to fly it on your property, and then that's it.
The other thing is I don't want to be outside barbecuing and Daryl from down the block gets
Whips a beer
confused.
bottle out?
Yeah, it just flies into my garage. You know what I mean? I don't know, or it smashes into my lanai.
It's exciting,
Come
though.
on, Daryl, take your damn jetpack out of here.
I saw on Real Sports on HBO. There was two different guys that are developing basically like Iron Man suits where you're flying with the. It's got with the feet. So they had kind of the jetpack thing, but it's not a jetpack because the one guy's using where it's on his feet and hands and doing that. And there was another guy, but they're both able to fly like over the water and do stuff. And they do a lot of events where they fly into places, and it's pretty well controlled. They only have one suit each, whatever. but they're like kind of going against each other, trying to see who can get it to market first. But I got to tell you, it is absolutely amazing what they've done.
Oh.
And the like what they can do with the suits. It's not like out of control. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's not like, whoa. I mean, he's landing right in a perfect little spot and doing the different stuff.
Come on,
But-
Daryl, you crashed
Yeah.
into my house again.
Yeah, but that's a guy who's been doing it for a long
Yeah.
time. Meanwhile, you get it. It's going to take you 2 years to even be able to how to figure it out and stuff. So
How you don't make the flying car look like the DeLorean is a big,
I
know,
that's a
right?
big misstep.
Well, that's got the doors open up.
yeah, but
Yeah.
But
still.
the problem is that these DeLoreans made of steel or whatever. This thing has got this made of probably a carbon
Aluminum.
fiber.
Yeah.
Or
You
aluminum.
can at least make it look like the DeLorean.
Look like it,
But
yeah.
Back to the Future, they'd sell tons of them.
By the way, did you see that? My son got the DeLorean tattoo.
Oh,
on
that's
his
his
forearm.
arm?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, wow.
Kid loves Back to the Future.
I guess.
I know. It was really weird.
if you would like to buy one of the flying cars, maybe this will help you out. Gio, you in or out yet?
I'm in.
You're in.
Powerball, next jackpot will happen on Saturday night.
Oh, power.
Everyone gets flying cars in here if I win. Yeah.
out.
$493 million.
That's not a lot.
I bet you guys are gonna win.
We're gonna win.
Yeah.
We're going to win.
It's life changing.
$493 million. Gio's getting zero.
I'm surprised you guys didn't win yesterday.
Well, listen.
Can't win them all.
I don't know whether you know this or not, Gio, but the odds are against us.
Yes.
So you shouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
if
but
we
it
win.
rolled over a bunch of times, so we're due.
yeah, we should keep spending money on it.
All right.
Don't tell them what to do.
So if I eventually win and I put in, let's say $10,000, is that a good investment or no?
I guess.
Everybody been checking up, going to the dentist, make sure your teeth are all good.
I have.
Healthy teeth
Yeah.
is an important thing. A dentist has been racking up hits online with 4 things that he says can destroy your teeth. Okay, cough drops. He says cough drops are full
Pure
of sugar.
sugar, yeah.
Full of
Oh,
sugar.
yeah.
Yeah. So he also says whitening toothpaste because they don't whiten your teeth, but they do contain abrasives.
Oh,
so yeah.
man.
Ruins your enamel.
Yeah,
it's
it kills
not
the
good.
enamel.
Oh, I use whitening
Yeah, you
toothpaste.
shouldn't.
He
Thanks.
also says that sharing utensils or kissing your kids on the lips can transfer cavity-causing bacteria to them.
I'll never rot my teeth. I don't care.
Yeah.
I shared a fork with Joe one time in my life.
Oh,
My
How do I
life-
taste,
I am
Gio?
surprised you're still alive.
My life was changed forever.
Hey, by the way, I'm not worried about that. There's no way I'm getting my son to kiss me on the lips.
Yeah.
And even if he would, I don't know if I'd like that. That's. Yeah, but that one is at the age now where I don't even get the face kiss. I
But
just
here's
kiss her
the thing.
forehead.
Here's the thing. Just do it when they're sleeping.
Oh, no.
That's when I kiss.
No,
That's when I kiss kids.
Kind of rapey.
No, that's when I kiss kids.
I-
Your own kids, though.
Oh,
not
your
other
own
kid.
kids?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's for you can't kiss younger children because your bacteria goes into their mouth. They're
Oh.
not
and
supposed to
their
develop.
bacteria goes into yours.
No,
You're not supposed to
only
be
these-
using tongue.
Yeah.
no tongue.
Yeah.
And then bad news, Spanish and Carmen, MDMA, also known as ecstasy or Molly, causes tons of dental
Oh
issues.
my God!
Yeah. And you're doing this, grinding your teeth. Play stuff with more bass. House music, house. Yeah. So there you go. Those are the few different things. Whenever making out with your kids, whitening toothpaste, cough drops, and
Molly.
Molly. Yeah. Don't be taking Molly and making out with your kids. You'll just lose your teeth.
Oh, it's no
And
good.
you'll lose your
Yeah.
kids.
Getting out the back of your head.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got a hot or not for you
Oh,
guys.
yes. It's been
Listen
too long.
to the facts. So, a woman is no longer allowed to teach in Indiana following an incident at Brownsburg Elementary. She had a student which she allegedly told a special needs student
Oh no!
to eat his own vomit.
Oh, this is
On
not hot.
On the afternoon of February 16th in the cafeteria of Brown Elementary, 63-year-old Deborah Knipe, that's not her, it was an instructional aide, noticed the 7-year-old student had food in his mouth and looked like he was going to vomit. According to court documents, she asked 27-year-old teacher Sarah Seymour to get a napkin. That's allegedly when Seymour told her if victim number 1, the student, throws up, that student was going to eat it.
Oh my God!
Oh, so gross. It's a special needs kid, and he's going to puke, and she's going to make him eat it. So she is 27 years old. Her name is Sarah Seymour. She works at a special needs school, elementary school in Indiana, and she's making kids eat throw up. Mike Calta, I ask you, hot or not?
What a horrible, horrible person. Smoking hot.
Smoking hot, you say?
Smoking hot.
Oh, yeah? All right. Gio, what do you got?
Sarah, I want to see more. She's
Yeah.
hot.
Oh,
I
show me
bet
more.
she calls him the R word when she's home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I didn't do it. I'm saying I bet you she does it.
She has her
hot,
husband
hot.
role play.
Yeah.
Or boyfriend or
She
whatever.
comes over and she's like, I can't work with these goddamn R's anymore.
Oh, Jesus. Spanish, what do you think? Hot or not?
She's made dudes eat their own puke before. She's hot.
It was a 7-year-old special needs student, not
Well,
really a dude.
You know.
All right,
Perspective.
Carmen, what do you think?
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
You say not hot. All right, so everybody else says hot. Carmen says not hot. Pep, please show Seymour. Seymour's hot.
Seymour's hot for this.
Seymour's hot.
Yeah.
She looked
I mean,
cross-eyed.
hot for
Yeah.
this, but she looked
A
like
little wonky.
Wonky
Yeah.
eye, yeah.
Yo,
Oh, she's
don't-
sorry about making a kid
Yeah.
eat its vomit. Like,
she looks like a Picasso woman.
Yeah.
she's like, was that wrong?
Yeah, Second
I mean,
harvest, whatever.
Not as hot as I thought she would be, but for this game, hot.
Yeah, listen, and that's also she got in trouble.
Yeah.
She's in the prison, all that stuff, or in jail. If you took her out of that, put her in a skirt, and put some makeup on her, she's hot.
She totally looks like a Picasso come to life. Like her face is.
Yeah.
She
All
looks like
lopsided.
she looks like she
Yeah.
was born on a hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something's going on there, but I'm not quite sure what.
I'm okay with it.
Could be. Does anybody have a Costco card?
Yes.
Yes.
Membership? Do
Yeah,
you share
exclusive.
it? Do you share it?
Only with
No.
me.
Who's asking?
Costco card.
No.
Swarm.
You can thank Netflix for this, I believe.
Yeah.
Costco has announced that they're going to crack down on membership sharing by checking shoppers' photo IDs at the self-checkout.
Well, they
they
should have always done that.
they say it's about fairness to their paying members and stuff. Did you see where there was a guy doing the self-checkout and didn't have to he was buying beer and the thing popped up and said, "You're good," because they already did the face recognition thing, whatever. and
wow.
whether they had it on file, I don't know what the deal was.
They said that they showed it was fake.
oh,
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah, he
Oh,
added
okay.
the voice and the whole thing was fake. And then later on, he's like, well, this could happen in the future. And that's why I'm trying to
that
get it
son of
out
a
there.
bitch.
Yeah.
I just saw it in passing. I didn't read the whole article.
Yeah, he faked the whole
I'm
thing.
giving you fake news. I'm sorry.
Don't do it. You're
No.
gonna give it away? All right.
No.
Yeah. This is why we're gonna have to pay more as members now, Carmen. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Listen to me. Nobody ever checks me on the way in. They check when you're checking out.
Right.
You need your card to pay. And if you don't have the card, you don't get to pay.
It's a
That's
very
it.
uncomfortable situation.
There is a certain Walmart that I stop by during my travels, and it is predominantly Hispanic. And
A Walmart.
every time I leave, they ask to see my receipt. Nobody else. Everybody
Yeah.
else walks through.
They don't trust you.
They stop.
Bingo.
You know what I do? They go, "Can I see your receipt?" And I go, "Racist!" I just yell right in their face. I go,
want to know
"Racist!"
what the legality of is if they go, can I see your receipt? And they go, no.
Yeah, you don't have to show 'em.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've walked past before plenty of times. They go, "Can I see your receipt?" And I go, "No," and I just walked out. No, it's a different one. It's not the one you're thinking of. I know the one you're thinking of. I refuse to go that one. That is garbage city, the worst I've ever seen in my life. This is one that I usually stop after I go to the Humane Society. There's a different one that I stop by, and it's terrible.
I go to weird Walmarts every once in a while because I have a specific caliber of bullet I need, and Walmart carries them, and they only allow you to get like 2 at a time. So I'd have to go like to different Walmarts. I have to doctor shop my bullets, and I've gone into the worst Walmarts before, and definitely was the first person to ever buy 410 shotgun shells there. It's amazing.
We go to Sam's Club all the time, and my wife gets so pissed off at me because a lot of times they'll try and stop you at the door and ask you for your membership. I always just walk by and ignore them and keep going. And the woman, like a week or two ago, she's like, sir. I literally just kept walking as if she didn't even exist.
Yeah.
And
I had to have a conversation with my wife about that. Yeah, but there's a couple of
That's so
things.
funny.
A couple of things that wives need to do. Stop getting involved in that situation.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll be walking and I'm doing something or whatever, and my wife will go, "Some guy just called your name back there," and I go, "Great." And she's like, "I think he listened to the show." I go, "Okay, but do you see my hands are full? I don't know what you want me to do. If I run into the guy, I'm glad to say hi to him, but I'm doing stuff." But the other thing is that I had to tell her the other day, I go, "You need to stop talking." I go, "You need to, if somebody asks you a question and they go, 'What color is this?' and the color is blue, say blue and stop talking. Don't say, 'Well, it's blue now, but it was red.' And I want to just give the facts.
Give it too
and
much
shut
information,
up. Yeah, too much information, man.
Even if somebody says, "Do you know what color this is?" I just go, "Yeah," and then just walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're answering their question.
You didn't ask me to tell you the color. You
Not
asked me
cool.
whether I knew what color it was.
Not cool.
Nope.
No, it's not. That's being a person that knows not
Right.
to talk to people.
Knows when to shut your mouth.
Yeah.
She's like, "Why?" She's like, "Why do you have to do that?" She's like, "You just show him the card," and she's like, "You love it, don't you?" And I go, "I do."
Tell her,
but
say, be on my side.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah,
Yelling.
I'm right here. You need me? Come get me.
Yeah. Oh, you can't check out without the card anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what if I just
Yeah.
want to go in there? That's fine.
Yeah.
She sucks anyways.
Oh man.
I love when people go, "You can't exit this way," and I go, "I have 1 foot out the door already." They're
Yeah,
like, "You
it's-
can't go this way." I go, "Yes, I can."
Yeah.
Watch. Let's
If you
go.
confidently act like you're supposed to go that
Yep.
way, they rarely stop you.
Yeah. And
They,
if you,
they can't even stop you from stealing stuff in New York.
no.
They're
Exactly.
going to stop you from going in a store.
you know what else works is if you yell racist right now.
Like, we just bought $300 worth of groceries. Tell her to kiss my ass.
So when you get your 55-gallon drum of ketchup from Costco,
Yeah.
let me ask you this. Do you put it in the refrigerator? Do you refrigerate your ketchup or do you leave it in the cupboard?
No, what do you? I never refrigerate my ketchup.
You never
What?
do. Okay.
It's
Always refrigerator.
Always?
Crazy.
Always.
Always.
Only after
once
it's open.
once opened.
Opened, yeah.
Once open.
Like I could store an extra bottle in the pantry,
Right.
but once opened, I keep it there.
Yeah,
in the
that's what I meant.
store, it's on the shelf. Once
Right.
it's open, it's in the refrigerator. People have been debating this online, and it's very obvious to everyone except for Spanish. Heinz just weighed in on it. They say, yes, of course it belongs in the refrigerator. Once you open it, yes.
No, you're wrong.
Tomatoes.
No, that's just
Yeah.
a suggestion.
No.
Yep. It's
No.
just
It's
a,
law.
It's a
It's
kind
Heinz law.
Yep. It's a kind suggestion. You say
Heinz law.
you might don't eat.
Heinz made the ruling.
Puts the ketchup in the refrigerator.
A lot of times you go to a restaurant, it's just right there on the
That's
table.
right.
Yeah.
They never
Yeah.
refrigerate
But
that.
they're using it. so much.
No, no. Where's the Heinz law
And,
there?
and by the way, that ain't Heinz.
No.
Yeah.
That's Hunts with a funnel
Yeah.
happening. You know what I mean?
Marion ketchup's in there.
It may be a Heinz bottle, but that ain't Heinz ketchup. I know my Heinz ketchup. This ain't Heinz ketchup. I can tell you right
Just
now.
a suggestion.
Yeah, I saw Sarah over there filling bottles.
No, Sarah,
Yeah,
bad.
you're not allowed to do that. That's illegal, Sarah. A handful of NFL players, including Indianapolis Colts cornerback and kick returner Isaiah Rodgers, are expected to receive season-long suspensions this week for violating the NFL's policy on gambling. Rodgers is the subject of a league investigation into possible violations of the league's gambling policy, including possible bets placed on Colts games. Rodgers acknowledged the situation on social media earlier this month, saying he takes full responsibility for his actions. The NFL said last week that it planned to reinforce the gambling policy to players. All rookies will now be required to attend mandatory education sessions. A group of league officials is making in-person visits to different team facilities to emphasize and clarify what activities are prohibited amid the rapid proliferation of sports gambling.
You really want to do it. I mean, you can't bet on yourself. That's just
That's a big part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that.
I know,
either.
but that should be a
if
lot.
they
of,
catch you.
Like
Well,
if I give 10 grand to Pete and go put this on us for the game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
right, but they can catch you. So a few of the different ones is literally just don't bet on the NFL. You're not allowed to bet on the NFL. They say do not gamble at your team facility while traveling for a road game or staying in a team hotel. They say do not have someone bet for you. Don't share team inside information. Hey, so-and-so pulled his hamstring, so bet on these guys. Don't enter a sports book during the NFL playing season, and don't play daily fantasy football. So-
I would have Pete go and just put the bets down for me.
yeah, but they'd be able to track it.
How? Yeah.
Because how much you taking out?
10 grand.
And then your best friend just put 10 grand on the
They're
thing.
allowed
and they
access
lost.
to your
Pete's got money.
finances.
Pete,
Yeah, I guess.
I know.
Pete bets a lot, and Pete's also got his own money, so it's not like Pete was poor and all of a sudden he bet 10 grand. Nobody's going to look at Pete and go, he doesn't have the money.
How did you give it to him?
I just give him cash.
Okay, I saw you. Pictures. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, now
Get
you're being
it. I
now you're
gotcha.
a spy. Yeah.
Well, if we suspect you, then we investigate you.
Okay, then I go, Pete, go bet 10 grand on something, and if you lose, I'll give you the money.
Audio cone. Got you.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I
you,
said.
But you also listen. If you're playing in the NFL, you're probably making at least hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. Why not just wait until you're done with that sport? Because regardless of whether you're betting on your sport or somebody else's sport, listen, I'm a professional hockey player and I'm friends with the quarterback for so and so, and then I'm betting on that. I have inside information and everything else. You can do whatever you want. I don't care, but I would just say, while you're playing, don't bet.
I love in the NFL. Beat up your wife, couple games.
Oh, yeah.
Gamble on sports.
Yeah.
You're gone for a year.
Yeah, but you ruin the integrity of the game,
Yeah.
and they can only really police that. But
I knocked that bitch out though.
yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes bitches be deserving it.
I bet I can knock her out.
Yeah.
I wish the government followed the NFL. It would make the senators and the congressmen not gamble on our stock prices and all that. But,
There's
whatever.
no way to enforce this. The
There
only
is
people
a way to
getting
enforce.
the only people that are getting in trouble are dumb people that are betting on
You know
sports.
who gets
and
caught?
dumb people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Pete Rose made no bones about the fact that he was betting on everything. I mean, we had Al Michaels on the show one day, and Al Michaels was talking about how, you guys are in St. Pete, you're over there by the dog track, and there used to be a high line on Gann. I go, what, are you from here? He goes, no. He goes, when I used to do red spring training in Plant City, I used to drive from the Plant City to St. Pete with Pete Rose, and Pete would stop at the Highlight, the Fronton on Gandy Boulevard. Then we go over the Gandy Bridge. And then there was a Derby Lane over there. And then if you hung a left, there was another. I mean, he knew all the gambling spots. Nobody was surprised that Pete Rose was gambling and betting on baseball. But I'm telling you right now, you can easily bet, especially with apps. So if I'm there and I want to bet 10 grand on a football game that is not mine, and I look at Pete, I go, hey, put 10 grand on this game for me. And Pete does it through his DraftKings or whatever. And then if I lose, I just give him 10 grand cash when I see him. It never
it's
gets
just
caught.
dumb people that are getting caught,
Right.
for sure. Nothing says a world tour like having to be in the ICU for several days. Madonna ended up in the ICU after coming down with a serious bacterial infection, probably making out with her kids, over the weekend. Her manager says her health is improving, but she is, and she's expected to make a full recovery, but her world tour is now being postponed. Yeah.
Bacterial infection. She's getting old.
I got to tell you, I saw Madonna from like the, I don't know, maybe mid to late 90s, and she looked so beautiful.
Yeah.
She looked so
Yeah.
beautiful. And it's not because she's older now, it's because she did all the crazy stuff with her face. She looks so weird,
Yeah.
monster
Yeah.
looking.
I'd like to point out again, I watched it again last night. Jennifer Connelly, the actress who was in
Beautiful.
Top Gun Maverick,
So hot.
gorgeous woman who now is just a gorgeous older woman. She's
Yeah.
got some wrinkles in her face. She's got a little crow's feet. Still unbelievably beautiful. It doesn't look like she's done anything to her face. Maybe she had, but if that's the way you do it, then that's the way you do it. To where we can't really tell that you did it. You know?
52 years old.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, but you should be able to. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
should be.
Yeah, but
if you're
there's
gonna
jerks out there in regular life,
Life's
too.
tough.
if you're gonna
Yeah.
choose to be a public figure, you should be able to roll with that stuff. I don't know. You would be surprised how many people attack my wife on social media just to try to make me mad. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, that you're doing too much. Yeah. Like Justine Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you seen Justine Bateman?
Yeah, she looks weird now. I don't know
She
what
looks
happened.
really. She didn't do anything.
Yeah,
She says she's
yeah.
all natural. She didn't do anything. She didn't get any Botox.
Her face is just very saggy.
It looks
now,
like
and-
somebody put a straw in her ear when it
Yeah.
sucked
You know
it
who,
out.
who just went to Botox City? Kim Cattrall. Have you seen the
Oh,
previews
my
God.
for that
You're
new show
not
she's
kidding.
in?
No.
Her face is like, I mean, it looks just bloated.
Oh.
Why can't all the people go to the same person
Yeah,
that Kim
who-
Kardashian?
I
Whoever
don't
figured
know.
it out. Yeah.
Whatever Kim Kardashian is doing, like we all know because we've seen before and after pictures that she's fake, but
Yeah,
my
but-
God, she looks good.
Kim Kardashian's also not 50, 60 years old.
Not
So
yet.
we'll see what
True.
she looks like then.
Yeah.
Jennifer Connelly is 52, and do you know who she's married to?
Yes.
I feel
Kevin
like
Connolly.
I do.
No.
I can't remember, but I didn't know.
Jarvis, the guy who played that.
Is she really?
actor. Yeah, yeah. She's married to him.
Paul Bettany?
Yeah.
Oh, good for it. Paul Bettany.
Vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vision.
Do you know, you said Kevin Connolly? I have friends. Actually, they live in Tampa now. They were from Destin, but they met, got married and stuff, both same last name, Harris. So they didn't have to change anything.
Smart.
Oh, really?
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Like marrying somebody who has the same name.
That's a good thing, yeah.
yeah. I mean, they didn't plan it. They didn't try and do it or anything, but yeah.
Somebody made an emergency pick for Madonna.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Who is that? Somebody you?
No, I'm not that stupid. So she's full recovery. She's already home.
It was me.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I read something full recovery.
Yeah, well, bacterial infection is a couple different things going on. It's hard to get a bacterial infection that you have to go to the ICU for.
That's
She's
true.
old. She's not
if it's
doing.
true,
and if it's
I-
in
She's
the-
not
if
in good health because
it's
of your
in the
body.
brain, if
Yeah,
it gets to the brain,
Your body
yeah.
should be able to fight off bacteria. There are new strains of bacteria now that are resistant to antibacteria, so you're going to see a lot more of those deaths happening.
And you have to imagine she's got a lot of bacteria from over the
Dude.
years. You know what I
Oh, yeah.
mean?
Look at
From
that
all the
face.
different
It's
stuff that's
got some
going on.
frontiera, some bacteria.
Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman gave
Yeah.
her some bacteria for
Yeah.
sure.
Come on, Madonna, we need you to die, please. This is my year.
If you want to check out Yellowstone, Paramount is having a Yellowstone marathon for 4th of July weekend. It kicks off tomorrow at 8 p.m. The final episode of the series will air sometime in November, though. This is just, I believe, going through and catching you up to where you are
Making
now.
you sad that Kevin Costner still isn't on
Yeah.
it.
Sad.
Sorry.
Oh, by the way, guys, we solved it. Everything's good now. Everything is totally fine. You know why?
Why?
Dan Aykroyd says he wouldn't do blackface again like he did in Trading Places.
Oh, good.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd, who you haven't heard from, and from a movie from the 80s. Like, okay,
Stop it,
what
Dan.
else wouldn't you do? Punch a lady in the face?
Be
Kick
funny.
a baby? Like, let's have a list of things you wouldn't do anymore.
Also, Dan
damn.
Aykroyd said he would never try to star as the main character of a show, of a movie.
I hope
'cause
not.
He's never funny.
Pass. Beyonce and Kelly Rowland will team up to help create 31 permanent housing units for the homeless in their hometown of Houston, Texas.
So that's
Most excited is the other member of Destiny.
that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
where's-
say.
Yeah.
By the way,
where's
do
she
you know
at?
there's 2 more members?
Well, they're, yes, originally.
Yeah.
But then once they got started to get famous, that one was out, and
I
then
did
it was
not
3.
know that.
Yeah,
Well, didn't the dad, he was like the super manager,
Yeah, yeah.
he kicked the other girls out?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's all about my bounce.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And dad kicked her out.
Smart. Yeah. And
No,
there she
listen,
is.
if you're managing it and it's
Yeah.
your daughter and they have the same vocal range, you're like, yeah, my daughter's going to do it. You get out of
Yeah.
here. I don't need the competition.
Yeah.
She's going to own the world one
Yeah.
day, you know?
See the difference in celebrities? Dave Grohl just cooks for the homeless. Beyonce builds them houses.
Oh.
There you go. Just saying.
Bravo,
Yeah.
Beyonce.
So
Right.
is Beyonce better than Dave Grohl?
That's
is what
what
you're
I
saying?
wasn't going to say it, but I'm glad you
Not
did.
a better drummer, I can tell you.
No, maybe.
No.
I don't know. I've never seen her play.
She's a better backer-upper, man. I saw some video of her the other day, and her dress was like up a little bit, and she was backing doing like
She's
this.
so
look,
hot.
Look at me.
She really is sexy.
No, like that? Yeah.
That was
pretty
great.
good.
Married the ugliest man alive.
It's unbelievable.
I'm telling you right now, 100% I would take Kelly Rowland over Beyonce.
You're crazy.
I think Kelly Rowland's beautiful.
Kelly
man.
Rowland is
I
super
agree.
hot.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I think she's absolutely stunning. I would.
I'm glad that we don't have to fight over them if they were here.
Yeah, I'm sure they're glad too. There is a new docuseries coming to Paramount Plus that I think Mike and I will be interested. Maybe a little bit of Joe. I
Okay.
don't know about the rest of you guys. It's called I Want to Rock, the 80s Metal Dream. It's going to have Poison, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Winger, Warrant, all the different bands in there talking about how their heyday and how grunge came in and changed things and all that stuff. So that's going to be happening on July 18th on Paramount Plus.
Nice.
I Want to Rock, the 80s Metal Dream.
I've been watching a lot of Paramount Plus. That's my
Yeah?
new go-to station.
Yeah?
I think. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Anybody watch that Hijacked with Idris Alba?
Is it any
No.
good?
I don't know. I didn't watch it, but
Is
it
it a
looks
movie?
good.
Is it a
Yeah.
movie or a series?
It's a movie.
No,
I like him, and
I do
and I
like
like
him.
a little. I'm fighting back against Hijackers movie. So
I watched that new Extraction, Extraction 2 with Chris Hemsworth and Idris Elba.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
Did anybody
a
ever
lot
see
of
that
action.
one where Idris Elba fought a lion or whatever it was? His
No,
kids were in the car.
No, I didn't, but I wanted to see that.
Is that what it
yeah.
was? Yeah, I was just like, I don't think you're fighting a lion.
Why not? It can do anything.
Dude, that's gonna happen.
the lion, Idris Elba.
You know, it was a great movie about somebody kidnapping and taking somebody that it was on the other day, and I was like, this is such a good movie. It is. I'm trying to find the what was it with Kurt Russell where he stops at the store and they
Oh,
take his
yeah.
wife.
The truck stop.
Breakdown.
Breakdown. Yeah.
Was it Breakdown?
Yeah, Breakdown.
That is such a good movie because
Scary.
it's like so many things happen and you put yourself in that situation. Like, what would I do? And the things that he does, and then this happens, and then that, and it's like the whole thing's great. It's a really good movie.
I love
It's
Kurt
from
Russell.
what, like the 90s or
97,
something?
yeah.
97. Yeah, that's a good movie. Finally, in news, I have some new music for you guys.
I love new music, Alvin.
Now-
but I think we should take a break.
Okay.
So we don't rush it. We'll come back to the new music. How's that?
Okay, I want to ask you, do you want me to tell you who it is and play it, or do you want to guess who it is?
I like to guess. It's a fun.
Okay, it's
It's
a
the whole
cover.
fun of it.
It's a cover of a very famous song that they changed the words to.
Oh, you can't. do that.
Oh,
That's not-
wow.
I don't like that.
All right, we'll play that next then when we come back.
All right, Galvin.
Don't look it up.
I'm not looking it up.
All right.
I have to go pee.
Okay.
Galvin will have new music for us when we come back. You can play along at home if you want to be on the phone line, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Don't forget, on Tuesday, you're going to want to stop by Hooters. You know why? Because they are celebrating the Hooters anniversary. Hooters is going to be 40 years old.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
No work done either. Looks great.
No, it looks great. Seriously though, they are doing 83-cent wings. The girls are going to be dressed in their 80s gear. It's a big celebration that's happening on the 4th of July, and then there's going to be another one on the 4th of August. It's the 4th of every month, and it happens at all 11 Tampa Bay area locations. They got the 83-cent wings. They got $5 Bud Light, and Mick Ultra Big Daddy mugs. Only on that day. Offers are dine-in only. But stop by the Hooters on this 4th of July. Everybody loves the Hooters wings and the food. And check out the girls and the big 80s celebration and a happy anniversary to Hooters that is turning 40 years old. Can you believe that? It looks fantastic. All right, now we'll take a break. Galvin has your news when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. This, not new music. This is that Trader Tupac. Jumps over to the west side.
Oh, how dare you.
It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Gio, you're the worst texter. You're as bad at texting in Spanish as answering the phone.
No. No way.
I got to call the junk jockeys today because I'm going to be honest with you, because I was supposed to call him last week and I didn't call him last week.
Yeah.
I have to This is what's great about the junk jockeys, and also having an awesome wife and awesome sister-in-law, is when your mom dies, the last thing you want to do is go through her stuff and have to clean everything out.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. How depressing is that?
Yeah.
Thankfully, my angel of a wife and sister-in-law are doing it, and then I need junk jockeys just to come in and gut it, just take everything out of there.
Yeah.
The to-go pile that they have.
The to-go pile,
Yeah.
yeah. Like they already went in and got all the good stuff. They got the jewelry and the pictures and the keepsakes and
Right,
those sort of
right.
things. Now they have to they donate all the clothes to charity and all that. Now they have to run in and just do the clean, just crush it.
Yeah.
Junk Jockey should have a commercial that's like, did you lose somebody in your family and you don't? It's too emotional to clean out their house. Let the junk jockeys do it. We don't care.
Yeah.
we don't know you're dumb parent.
We didn't know him.
Yeah. I don't know. I gotta get with you during the break here and see
sure.
if we could hook that up.
Why am I texting bad at Spanish? It's not true.
Because I text you last night, yesterday afternoon. You sent me the number. I asked you the other day for the number for the junk jockeys guys, and you sent me like their advertisement. And I was like, can I text that number or do I have to call? Should I talk to somebody in particular?
Wow.
Nothing. I got nothing
Matter
from
with
you.
you?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Jesus, dude.
What are
Oh,
you
I'm
doing,
saying-
you son of a bitch?
Wow.
Working
I don't-
at your other job?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember you saying that.
I dare you.
He probably didn't. He probably texted that to somebody else.
Yeah, there's-
some George guy or
I'm not
something.
gonna lie, Gio. It could be my mistake.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's-
100%.
Gio
No,
saw
right?
it, just put his phone right down.
No, you sent nothing after the thing. The next thing you sent me was William Shatner's coming to town,
Oh yeah.
and
Wait. Hold on. No.
Apologize.
Hold on. I know what it was yesterday. Yesterday, I just sent you the word junk by accident. I was trying to write something. I just wrote
he was
junk by
trying,
accident.
he was
Insulting
trying
him.
to send a picture, and he just wrote junk instead.
yes, that I did not see.
God damn it, Gio. I thought I sent you that text for
Yeah.
sure. Gio, I take that back.
Thank you.
Spanish is still the worst.
Do you take it back or do you apologize?
Yep,
should
I apologize.
apologize.
Yeah,
I'm not apologizing to you.
I don't want an
Still the
apology,
word.
but you owe Gio an apology.
You
for
want to
sure.
see? You want to see my reactions? I mean, my communication with Spanish is this: ring, 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 voicemail. I hang up. 2 seconds later, hi Michael, did you just call me? Yeah, I did. Why didn't you just answer when I was calling you?
I missed it. I missed the call.
He was mid-wipe.
Showers, or pooping, or whatever it is you do.
All right, so I have some new music for you guys. This is a cover song where they changed the words to update it. In fact, I'll tell you what the song is. Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire."
Oh,
right.
A very big
They
hit.
had like
All right.
new verses.
So now they reference 9/11, QAnon, Rodney
9/11
King,
burning down.
LA
Hunter Biden's
riots,
laptop found.
Columbine,
Columbine.
Tiger King.
Tiger King.
When
Where-
I think of that, I was thinking the episode of The Office where Michael and Dwight start singing
Yeah.
because they say he's fire guy. Ryan, you're fire guy.
So this is a band doing this. Tell me when you think you know who it is and take a listen to the changed up lyrics. This is a cover of Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire." Let me know who it is.
Okay.
New music right here on the Mike Calta Show. Here we go. Is it just have me go, oh, Michael Jackson dead? But I couldn't find the clip.
He's got that kind of like wobble in his voice.
Yeah.
That's why I recognized it.
So there you go. Fall Out Boy doing Billy Joel's "We Didn't Start the Fire," but
Now
changed
is that
up the lyrics.
are they doing it live? Are they releasing that? Is this a YouTube thing?
I would imagine they're releasing it probably, but if it becomes a hit, they do it live.
They
or-
do a lot of cover songs a lot.
Yeah, they do that Michael Jackson song that you play
Yeah.
a lot. They do.
Yeah.
Was it "Beat It" or whatever it is? Is it "Beat It" that they
Beat
did?
it, beat it, yeah.
Which is a good version. I like it.
Fall Out Boy, very good live. If you ever
Yeah.
go see him.
Well, they're good.
Yeah.
They just kind of got stuck in words.
Yeah, but it was good. I like it. I bet you Billy Joel was probably sat down a couple of times and was like, maybe I should write, who cares? I'm already rich. You know what I mean? Like, he was
Yeah.
like, I should probably update that. Nah, who cares?
It's when people do that, and I got to tell you, it was one of the only. I did Sammy Hagar do "I Can't Drive 65" whenever they changed the speed limit.
Probably.
He's cool and I like him, but that was a little weird. And then I remember Scorpions did like "Rock You Like a Hurricane" 2000 or something, and I was like, what?
Some
What
of
are
them
we
are
doing?
running out of ideas,
Yeah, I think so,
and
yeah.
some of them just, want
Money
to
grab.
update the old song. Yeah, listen, "We Didn't Start the Fire" is a great story of the biography of the world. You know what I mean? But you at some point it's such a big hit. He should have probably added some extra verses in there, and he could have done that every year. But he was like, "I'm already rich. I don't want to do this anymore." You know? Y'all, we've done a bunch of stories on this show over the years about Craigslist pranks. Some of them have led to murders, and some of them have led to arrests and rape because they put an ad on Craigslist. Here's my address. My wife is upstairs naked. Just walk in and bang her. That's our fantasy. We don't say any word. Next thing you know, women are getting raped in there. It's just awful. Well, somebody pranked our friend Dave Williamson the other day. Did you see this?
No, I did not.
Dave Williamson is a very funny comedian. He's also the guy who does all the barbecue stuff. He was on the road with Bert a lot. And Dave got pranked to where somebody put an ad on Craigslist that said that he was selling pink flamingos, like the kind that you would put in your yard.
Right.
So what did he do to counter that? He went and bought a whole case of pink flamingos and then gave them to people. When they showed up to buy them, he actually sold them to them, and then he used the video to promote his upcoming Chicago tour dates.
That's hilarious.
He did a video, and he goes, I still don't know who pranked me with the flamingo thing. He goes, I'll figure it out. I'll get to the bottom of it. But in the meantime, and he's got this giant box. He goes, I bought a whole case of pink flamingos. And then you see him on his front lawn. He goes, yeah, here you go, Mary. And I talked to him. He goes, hey, Mary, if you know anybody in Chicago, tell them I'm going to be there this weekend. I got 4 shows. I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
That's funny.
Absolutely brilliant.
You know what we did, and I think back to it now, like if somebody did to me, I'd be so mad. Whenever we were kids, we used to take all the for sale signs, real estate for sale signs,
Yep.
because now they're all fancy and they have the big ones, but they used to just be the stick in the yard ones, you know, the metal ones that you stick in the yard. So we would take all the ones we could find and put them all in one yard.
Oh, not cool, man.
Yeah, so they'd wake up and there'd be like 30 for sale signs in their yard.
You know, those kind of pranks that where nobody gets hurt are pretty
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
We used to saran wrap people's cars a lot. We'd go and I'd work at a place and I had this big industrial saran wrap, and we'd just go around to our friend's house and we'd wrap their cars so the next day they'd have to come out and cut their way in.
I talked about this before, and this is absolutely insane, and we could have killed people easily. So the way our neighborhood was, the front of the neighborhood had like a built-up area,
Right.
you know, announcing what the neighborhood was. And so it would go down in the other side of the street, and this was at the back of our subdivision. There was a graveyard back there. And so we would take a dummy that we had that had like a jumpsuit on it, but it was a dummy, and we put an eye hook through its head, and we would put it on a rope, and we would push it down into the street as cars would be driving by.
Oh, man.
And it's an area that's not well lit or
Oh.
anything like that. And we had strings tied to its hands, so it would go like this, like whenever people come. So many cars slam on their brakes or hit it and then stop and then go and don't know whether they should go. One guy came back and stole our dummy. He threw it in his trunk. Whatever. But like we easily could have killed people.
Oh, sure.
Like that's insane.
Dude,
Can you imagine driving down a back road and all of a sudden a thing comes on, and you hit it?
Scarred for life.
Yeah.
we got in trouble because on the radio because we had Ashchin tied up in the back of a trunk in the car, and then we drive up in traffic, and then we'd make it like he escaped from the trunk, and he'd go run away with his hands all tied, and then people were calling 911. So when we got in trouble, we had to pay the cops because they had to waste their time chasing down Ashchin. You know,
Expensive?
no, I think the cops were cool. We were like, "Hey, let us give you some money for the time," but you can't do that. And we found that out the hard way. You can't pretend you're a cop, and nor can you pretend you have a prisoner. You know? Yeah, but those are funny things. They caused a lot of traffic back when that was the cool thing to do in radio. Is tie up Ashchin, let him roll out in traffic.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know how more people didn't get shot back then. Like, I don't know if the gun culture was different before, but if I was in a car and a guy rolled out and tried to get away, I'd be like, we have to shoot that guy.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know whose fault it would be, because I mean, I'd shoot him, but I'd be like, I was trying to help out. I was an escaped prisoner, you know?
Unfortunately, now is if you saw, like, for instance, a truck and you saw somebody's hand reaching out of the back, or, you know, saw somebody grab a girl and throw her in a car, you'd be like, probably some YouTube prank.
Yeah,
and not
that's
going to do
the
anything
thing.
about it. Meanwhile, this guy has, 15 women living under his house like Carmen's dad.
I did call. I did call 911 one time when I lived in Wesley Chapel. I saw a bunch of. It was an adult and some teenagers chasing a kid, and I thought, well, this is a weird thing. So I kind of circled back around, and the kids got in the car, and the guy was yelling, "Get in the car!" to the kid. The kid's like, "I don't want to go. I don't want to go." And I pulled up and I rolled down my window, and the guy goes, "It's okay." I go, "That doesn't look okay. Doesn't look just because I rolled up here. I got a crying kid. You yelling, get in the car. You chased him up the block." And he goes, "He's my son." And the kid's like, "He's not my father." And I was like, "Something's going on." And the kid was like, the guy was like, "He's my foster child or adopted son or whatever." And he goes, "He's just having a little bit of a moment." And he's like, "I got it under control." And I was like, okay. And I go, "Just checking." He goes, "Yeah." And the kid's crying. He's like, "I don't want to go." I was like, "All right. I don't know what the outcome is, but I'm calling 911 and letting the police deal with it."
Yeah.
And I waited there till the cops showed up, and then I was like, "See y'all. I don't need to know. Once the cops are there, it's already taken care of." But I honestly, after looking at the guy and the frustration in his face, I felt like he really was this kid's foster father, and he was having a bad day. I didn't feel like the kid was getting kidnapped or something. He just seemed like a kid that might have some issues, you know? The New York Yankees made history last night as they had a pitcher who pitched the Yankees' fourth perfect game. Unbelievable. Spanish is now going to name, without looking, all the Yankee pitchers in chronological order who have pitched perfect games.
You have Jeffrey Pitcher,
Nope.
David Wells,
That is one of them, and not in order.
Mark.
The first one to do it was Don Larson, and he did it in a World Series for the Yankees. The second one to do it was David Wells, who was pitching on a night that he had a tremendous hangover because he was out drinking with Jimmy Fallon the night before. He also had Don Larson in attendance at that game, the game that he pitched the perfect game.
Pretty cool.
Then, after people were saying we hadn't had a perfect game pitched in Major League Baseball in forever, and two Yankee pitchers have done it, one was in the presence while the other one did it. Amazing. We won't see something like this again for a long time. Later on, David Cohn, David Wells' best friend, also pitches a perfect game. That has three Yankee pitchers with a perfect game. And then last night, I don't watch baseball anymore, so I think the guy's name is probably German, spelled German with a little thing over the A. He was the fourth New York Yankee pitcher to pitch a perfect game last night, which means nobody gets on base, no ups, no downs, everybody in and out, and every batter is thrown out before they get on first base.
Boring.
So I think they could. I think you could walk and still have a perfect game. But anyway, the pitcher did not allow any runs, and therefore pitched a perfect game, which is better than a no-hitter. I used to think, like they say that that's one of the greatest accomplishments in the history of sports. I started to think in baseball what would be harder than that, and I thought maybe hitting for the cycle in one game, like hitting a single, double, triple, and home run. But they said a lot of people have done that. So, but in the history of the New York Yankees, only 4 pitchers have pitched perfect games, and our friend David Wells, of course, is one of them. Wells is the first person to do it in the modern era, so it was great. And then nobody thought Cohn was going to do it right afterwards. So that must really burn Roger Clemens' ass. But anyway, congratulations to the Yankees last night. That brings a little bit of attention back to the great game of baseball.
Hell yeah,
I
yank
can't
up.
seem to be in. Not yank.
It's yank off.
It's raise
Yeah.
up, yank off. Yeah, get it right.
I get them confused sometimes.
Are the Rays still playing well?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
definitely.
I believe they're in a little bit of a slump right now, but they're still playing well.
Plenty of time.
A
We're
lot of
not
time
even
to go.
all-star
Yeah,
break. So.
I always say
Check
that.
back in October and see what's going on.
You know what? That's really when it only counts in baseball.
Yeah.
September, October. That chase for the playoffs, and then, of course, the World Series. So I hope the Rays win the World Series. I do. I know people think I'm
Be fun.
anti-Rays baseball. I'm not. I just don't. I don't like baseball anymore, and I don't want to go sit there and watch a game.
Now, World Series, it depends on what teams are in the World Series, and then they go back and forth, whatever, play two, right?
Right.
That's how they do it there,
Right.
yeah. That's interesting. You would, Super Bowl, they just pick a place, so nobody has the home
Well,
field or anything.
Yeah, but it's only one game, and
Right, right.
7
The
games. in the
series,
other
like
one, so-
hockey does and like basketball does. Most of them do that. But that's interesting that football.
I mean, I like the idea as a person who's been to a Super Bowl in his town and our town being one of the places where they bring the Super Bowl a lot. I like it. But I also think that they should build one destination, one stadium, one something where they say this is where the Super Bowl is every year. This way it is an advantage to the players. Like they know every year we're going to be playing in New Orleans or every year we're going to be playing somewhere else.
There's so much money involved. It brings in money to those cities. It's like that's why.
It's in Vegas this year, right?
I
or
believe,
2024.
Oof.
I think it is in Vegas. Yeah.
Good luck getting those tickets.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
forget
But
about
that'll be huge, and I'm sure they're going to have all kind of. They should do something very, very cool for Vegas, where you have the whatever artist is doing halftime show, but you got to have Showgirls, Elvis, all that.
Sure,
kind of
very
stuff.
Vegas
Come on.
halftime.
You know,
Yeah.
have Michael Buffer or Bruce Buffer out there doing doing a thing, and
Who would be the best band to have Vegas style?
for Vegas, are you doing a Vegas band? I mean, like the Killers are from Vegas, I believe. But if you want to just do a huge band, I don't know how Metallica hasn't been,
Yeah.
as big as they are and stuff. We thought whenever they did the Bay Area,
But I know
Yeah.
why. I mean, because a majority of the listeners or viewers of football are younger and into hip hop. So having Metallica play is.
would you
is
say the
not-
majority are?
Yeah,
I mean, the majority of the players are.
yeah. I would say.
But like think about who's watching football is a lot of middle-aged white dudes.
Yeah, but middle-aged white dudes break down to also rap, but also
Yeah.
country music and classic rock.
Yeah, but
so-
I mean,
Also, the Super Bowl, I feel like they go for more like a general, broader appeal. They're trying to bring everybody
Right.
in. Some people they'll say, "Oh, I only watch the Super Bowl for the halftime show." Like,
but
there's
also,
people
like
say that.
you had at the Grammys, whatever. You had Metallica and you had Lady Gaga with them. So
Yeah.
you can do that, whatever. Because I mean, like think
that
about
was the best.
J
that was
Lo
the
and
best one we ever
Shakira.
had. Yeah.
J Lo and Shakira. That's appealing to the masses.
Yeah.
Yeah, because guys just want to see girls shake their ass,
Yeah.
and the girls wanted to
A
see
lot of
J
guys want
Lo.
to see Lars's ass.
Like, we think Metallica would be awesome, but I think the majority of people don't like Metallica.
What?
Yeah.
Listen, worldwide, Metallica's a huge band. I get what you're saying, but
What
you can,
songs
you
do
can,
they do?
You can say what song they have to do. Enter Sandman.
Right.
They do Master of Puppets.
But
they do-
Enter Sandman is really their only commercial hit that everybody knows.
Yeah.
The other ones like Master of Puppets too much for TV. I think too much for the women.
Yeah,
too
it's-
much for listen. I know there's a lot of Lady Metallica fans. I'm talking about like Gio saying a mass audience.
Yeah, but you do like a medley of stuff.
Yeah.
So you start out with a little Master. You dun 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 dun. Start
Yeah.
that whole thing, and
Look,
then
I'd
you go-
love it. I love it.
Instead of going into to get, you go right into that. I mean, sure,
Yeah.
absolutely could be. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't think that a Ozzy would be good, but also
It's like heavy metal, though. I don't think heavy metal
right.
is like a
old.
That's what I'm
massive
saying. I
and
don't
I
think.
think
I don't
Metallica
think.
has a bigger appeal than Ozzy does at this point.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
But like, are you trying to do a band from Vegas?
Well, that's what I was saying, but they don't really seem to do that because, like in Atlanta, they didn't do that. Who is a big band from Vegas?
Well-
but I mean, the Killers.
Didn't they have, was that Maroon 5, whatever, and then they had Big Boy come out?
Let's see.
Was that Atlanta or
I
no?
don't remember. I don't
bands
remember.
from Vegas? The Killers,
That's, yeah.
Panic at the Disco, which I could see that happening.
But aren't they done?
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons from Vegas. Five Finger Death Punch. Let's see what else. A lot of other bands I've never heard of.
Imagine Dragons is a nuts of a crossover where if they put them with somebody else, like don't they have a song with a hip hop artist? I think they do.
Yeah.
They have a collaboration with somebody that could be something they could do.
You get the Spasmatics to do it.
Dude, that'd be more fun.
Yeah.
That'd be more fun if you had a cover band and a Vegas show.
Imagine Dragons again, like mass. They play them on Hot 105 and they play them on
Sure.
rock stations.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody knows them.
Has Coldplay done the Super Bowl?
I think so.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
think so too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking just like mass appeal, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Imagine Dragons that became so huge. I remember I was working at 97X when we first started playing them. And I remember I played their song for like the first time at night and I tweeted about it. And then they followed me back. And at the time they had like 6,500 followers
Wow.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because they were brand new and they were like, "Oh, thanks for playing our song tonight," which
That's
is and they
hilarious.
obviously go on to be
You want me to ruin it for you?
massively successful.
My wife said this to me, and it ruined it. Imagine Dragons are the new Nickelback.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that. They,
Now
they
you hear
just,
the songs and you just think Nickelback. And you're like,
they're just moms, soccer moms love them, but also there's just mass appeal.
I gotta be honest with you, I'd rather see Nickelback at the halftime
I
show.
love Nickel.
I mean, if they could get Taylor Swift.
That's what I was
She's
thinking.
so
Somebody who's
huge.
doing already has stadium tour experience.
Yeah.
You know, Taylor Swift, but also
Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran comes out,
Oh.
does thing with their
Oh,
yeah. I mean
yeah.
that's huge. Like you're getting
Then
give me
she
a little-
leaves. Ed Sheeran stays, closes out the show.
give me a little Doja Cat mixed in with the Lotto and what's the other hot one's name, Carmen?
Ice Spice.
A Saweetie, maybe a little Ice Spice.
not unless she wants to do it.
Have we had Def Leppard?
I don't believe so.
No, you get a little Doja Cat and Saweetie and mixed in with a little pour some sugar on me, and we got ourselves a show.
I think Taylor Swift did a one of those country crossover. What are those shows called where they do the two rock
I
artists?
believe that is crossover.
Is that what it's called? But
Yeah.
she did with Def Leppard because she said she was a fan.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that because we talked to Joe Elliott. I have to tell you, I think that's if you can get T Swizzle to do it, but also you're going to be in Vegas. The parties are going to be crazy. There's going to be a bunch of people there.
Yeah,
as
Coldplay,
it is.
for sure.
Coldplay did. They were 2016. They were the Super Bowl halftime show.
Brother.
Yeah, there's-
Foo Fighters, I know they did it before, but they're as big as they've ever been.
You know,
I don't think Foo Fighters has done it.
I say
I know
Madonna.
Dave. Oh no! You know what?
Chili Peppers have.
No, I was thinking because Prince did it and he did a Foo Fighters song.
Oh
He
yeah.
did.
Yeah, because Dave Grohl was like blown away. I don't know whether it was for Super Bowl or not though, but I know Prince did the Super Bowl because remember they put up that big curtain and had the backlight and it started raining when he started playing Purple
Oh,
Rain
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Foo Fighters would be great. Foo
Foo Fighters
Fighters
would be good.
is a good rock band, but it has mass appeal.
Oh, for sure. Everybody
Yeah.
loves the Foo. And
Yeah.
he can cook at halftime. He can cook the food
Oh,
for
no,
everybody or
Spanish has
pregame.
anything
Yeah,
to say about it.
he better build some houses.
You better what?
You better build some houses.
Mike Calta Show, good morning. Dude,
No.
if you go to YouTube and you put in Doc Ellis perfect game or Doc Ellis whatever you pitch no hitter, it is an animated video of him talking about it while they show the animation, and it is one of the funniest goddamn things you'll
Yeah,
ever
'cause
see.
it has
So
like his eyes rolling
Yeah.
around and
yeah,
everything.
good point, sir. Because you forget about that. But Doc Ellis, YouTube, just put in LSD, and it is one of the funniest goddamn videos you'll ever
He's
see.
got a documentary on Netflix that I watched because about that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty good, yeah.
Watching him do that, I found that probably 20 years ago on YouTube when YouTube first came out. And I was like,
It's
this is
pretty incredible that he
this
was
is
able to do
brilliant.
that.
Yesterday, Galvin, I know you know this. Don't God, my eye is killing me. Yesterday on the show, I'm sorry, yesterday after the show, something happened that blew my phone up so bad that I had to turn it off for a little while. Does anybody want to guess what that is?
Blew your phone up.
Carmen, you're allowed to guess too if you.
Involve a post?
What's that?
A post?
Oh, I know.
Gio knows. Carmen, do you know?
Oh,
Pap,
I
pap.
know.
I have no idea.
Spanish
He doesn't
knows.
even know he's
What do you
here.
got?
I know. What?
You said you knew.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Gio can tell you first.
No, I know you can.
Well,
Tell him, Gio.
Is it you versus Danielle from Magic?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not that?
No. All right. We'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, that was my guess.
No. Yesterday, I was in my living room and my phone dinged once, and it was a friend of mine, Barbara. She sent me a message on Snapchat, and she said I was watching TV and I saw this, and it was Fox 13. And Medicine Man comes walking into the screen. Oh, and then I told Barbara, I said, I'm going to screen grab that and put it on our Instagram. And I had to do it because I know everybody. Dude, I'm still getting this morning. People are like, "Did you see Medicine Man on TV? Did you see Medicine Man on TV?" I don't know why that Tampa Bay Music News keeps writing about Medicine Man as if he's contributed anything to music.
Yeah.
He's a fan, and they did a little story on him. But now they're like Tampa Bay music legend Medicine Man. I'm like, all right, you're getting a little carried away now. Medicine Man showed up at the free concert for Robin Zander at the Sound last night, or for Cheap Trick. And while he was there, he managed to get himself on several television shows. Fox 13 did a nice segment, and he just walks up and wanders behind. He's waving, and It was just weird, but I can't tell you how many people sent that to me and blew my phone up yesterday. He is the most popular person. He is one of the most popular people in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
Blows
think
my mind.
definitely, as far as most recognizable, top 5.
Yeah.
But he cut his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
It
looks
looked a little weird.
and he looks old. We have not seen him for a while. I mean, he always looks old. He looks like a pickle with the juice sucked out of it. But you haven't seen somebody for a while and you go, ooh, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people pointed out that he was wearing the same outfit from the Misfit show.
Of course.
Same outfit from '89.
Yeah.
Was it Saturday night or
The
Sunday
body
night?
glove shirt, the
Oh,
chains,
yeah.
and the rings that don't fit on his king. What's his name? King. Who's the new king? Charles.
Oh, yeah.
King Charles fingers.
Fingers, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you could go to Medicine Man's closet and he opens it up and it's just the same.
Black shirt,
Yeah,
black shirt,
body
black shirt.
glove, body glove. Maybe today I'll wear body glove.
He's got like 100 of them.
Yeah, that can't be true.
Oh, and
Literally, if you open up my closet, it's hung up in colors. There's blue shirts, red shirts, black shirts, and the black shirt section is like 100 shirts. And my wife never said anything funnier than when before we went on the cruise, and I said, I have to go to the store and get some clothes. And she said, if you're worried that you have a shortage of black T-shirts, fear not. I bet you Medicine Man's gross, and it probably is just the one faded body glove shirt he wears every day. But
He's had to have upgraded over the years, though.
don't
he
think
probably
so.
found a different one in a whether it be in a TJ Maxx or somewhere else. Speaking of TJ Maxx, I got an alert last night that they're having super clearance,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm at that age now where I want to go and be like, I want to see what
yeah, you
TJ
have
Maxx
to
has.
snoop around.
You have to go to the bathroom when you go in there.
Sure.
Yeah.
The minute you walk in.
So you're also feuding with Danielle.
So I'm not feuding with Danielle. Danielle is adorable, and she made a video,
Not those feet.
except her rodent catching feet.
Troublesome.
Danielle from Magic, is that where she works now?
Yeah.
Made a video of her. She said she was going to enrage the internet without saying a word, and she opened up I don't even know what that is.
It's
gum.
a tape roll.
Yeah.
It's like,
roll,
yeah.
tape
Oh,
roll
bubble
of
tape.
gum,
Yeah.
and just bit directly into it, which I found to be quite satisfying. I'd love to do that. So last night I was looking at the video, and I remember one time I got in the car, and I had a cheesesteak, a Polly-O string cheese cheesesteak, and I opened it up, and I took a bite of it, and my sister yelled at me. She goes, how do you just eat a cheesesteak? Like, you don't pull it apart? And I go, no, I'm an adult. And she really got mad at me, so I made a video, and I ate a cheesesteak that way to counter Danielle's video.
Now, is it string cheese?
String cheese, but it comes
Oh,
in a
okay.
stick,
Okay.
and you're supposed to
yeah, because
peel it off.
Yeah, but I'll like get the cheddar steak where you just bite it. And that's
Right,
normal.
well,
But, okay, so that's
But the
a
string cheese
Gotcha,
one, everybody's
gotcha.
like, dude, the comments on it are hilarious. People are like, what kind of goddamn heathen are you?
Yeah.
You were an animal. Who
Monster.
hurt you as a child? You're
Yeah.
a psychopath. Danielle was right. People get easily enraged about food on the internet.
You
If
know
you
what I
want to go
say to
watch
that?
it.
Mind your business.
Yeah.
I don't care if somebody eats with their feet if they're doing
Yeah.
it on their own.
Except
You're like,
Danielle.
who cares?
Okay, so the only time I got upset, like physically upset, I didn't say anything out loud, but I was like, why would anybody do that? Justin Bieber eating the burrito.
No, I love it. I
Oh,
love it.
fake.
Like a corn cob, I
Yeah,
love it.
it was
Yeah.
Do whatever
psycho.
Eat it however
Yeah,
you want it.
He's a psychopath.
Fake.
No,
That's
it
like
was
people
real.
that get mad about pineapple on pizza. Are you eating it? Just
It's
shut up.
delicious.
Shut up,
It's
idiot.
good.
Pineapple and pizza.
Ooh, shut up.
Pineapple and pizza mixed with a bacon or another meat is
Oh,
delicious.
Yeah. Sweet and salty.
Yeah, I don't understand people like that. I'm telling you, when my grandmother said that Carrabba's had the best eggplant parmesan she's ever had in her life, that's when I was like, you know what? I'm good there. Aye. All right. Before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at Zero Res. If you want to go see that video, it is up and it is on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. If you're not following us by now, are we really even friends? I mean, come on.
I actually unfollowed you because of that.
Oh, that's fine.
I like that.
Zero Res wants to come out and do the cleaning in your home like they do in my home. That means getting things insanely clean and doing it only with their ZR water, which is patented. Only they can use it. And that ZR water makes sure that there's no soap. That means there's no residue. That means when they do your carpets, they leave it soft, fluffy, and it stays cleaner longer. And Zero Res uses no harsh chemicals, and that means pure safety for your family and for your pets. People should be very concerned about whether their kids are rolling around on the carpet unless you use Zero Res. And right now, Zero Res has their summer sale going on. You can go to ZeroResTampaBay.com, and you can tell them that Mike Calta sent you, and they'll give you 15% off all of your cleaning services. That is everything. That is area rugs, upholstery. They'll even do your air ducts, all 15% off when you mention me, Mike Calta. Go to Super Heat and Air. They only can do that, but that's going to help you. Sorry, you go to ZeroResTampaBay.com. That is ZEROREZ Tampa Bay. Mention me, Mike Calta, and get 15% off all the cleaning services. We'll take a quick break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. On the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. You can find us on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. And there's a link up there right at the top that'll link you to all of our other social media sites and stuff. So if you want to go find it, like it, pump it, you can see me and Danielle in our food battle. I don't know.
I'll pump that.
I text Danielle a message and I go check your Instagram. I wrote shots fired, and she goes, "Oh no!" I go, "I know." When you're that, and you hear that from me, when you're like wholesome like Danielle, and you hear this jerk tell you shots fired, you're like, "What is this guy? What is he mad at now, or whatever?"
I would expect more feet pics for sure if I was her.
I still have her feet pics. I come across them every once in a while.
Yeah,
We should.
little throwback Thursday action.
What's that going?
I said you do.
I do come across her pictures every once in a while. We should have a throwback Thursday, and then people Photoshop rodents in their toes.
Yeah.
Poor Danielle, she's so cute that if she had ugly feet, that'd be okay. Just keep flip flop.
I don't know.
No?
Wear some socks.
I mean,
You got
I don't
ugly
know.
feet.
I'll be honest. Danielle's so cute. I don't care if she had Steven Tyler's feet. I'd be like,
If you were laying in bed with her, you might.
Yeah.
If you woke up to those.
Those talons.
Oh, man. If you've never seen Steven Tyler's feet from Aerosmith, Google his feet. And
don't do it while you're eating.
yeah, well, if you want to lose some weight, you know.
It looks like that, like every once in a while, you'll see a twin that merged with the other twin.
Yeah.
And the teeth are growing through the side of the cheek or whatever. That's what his toes look like.
Not fully formed.
Not fully formed, but definitely you can see the teeth.
That is wild.
Joe, what are you doing for 4th of July weekend?
I don't know. I think I'm
You and
just
Sugar Pants doing something?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna hang around at the house, relax.
I don't know why I'm so excited for this weekend.
You know,
'Cause you
but
got
I mean, if
nothing
something
going
comes
on.
up, let me know.
It's scalloping, that's why.
Oh. You cooking them after? Or?
I mean, I think so. That's what you do, right?
Make some hot dogs. Michael.
Otherwise, are you just killing them?
Yeah.
For no benefit. Yeah, just go kill
I
some.
thought you were asking if I was going to cook them or somebody else was going to cook them.
On the Big Green Egg, have you seen the rec deck? Have you seen smoked scallops?
I have not, but I
Oh,
got, yeah,
man,
I'll
they
smoke
look-
on the Rectex easy.
They look delicious.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Are they little baby? Yeah, like big
Some of them, well, the
fatties?
ones that I saw, I think they were farm raised scallops because they were like big, perfect
Jesus.
So
circles.
just
yeah.
eating their own
hockey
poop.
puck.
They're
yeah.
just pooping in their own farm and then eating their own poop.
Yeah, whatever.
And not really. Like, you couldn't tell the difference. I'd probably eat so much scallop poop. Like when people drain the vein or they cut the vein out on the shrimp, I do that. Like if I'm serving shrimp to people, I go and I cut the vein out at the back. I'm pretty good at it. Like,
I had
do it
no
fast.
idea. Yeah.
But it's not a vein. It's just a poop line.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one in the front too. I'm not cutting that one out.
I didn't even know that was a thing until I was like in my 20s and somebody was like, oh, yeah, you get the poop vein. And I was like, what?
You never seen Tommy Boy?
Oh, come on.
yeah.
Good Lord. Looks like you got him after Thanksgiving dinner.
Some of them are a little ridiculous.
Oh, I hate shrimp so much.
Do you really?
Oh, so much.
You know that we have an election coming up next year, and of course that starts early. And you got the usuals. We knew Trump was going to come back in among the indictment and everything. Chris Christie is in the mix now. You have our own Governor Ron DeSantis in the mix. And Trump has a huge lead over DeSantis. It's like with the 50s to the 20s and the percentages. And, you know, it's early, but that's what's happening now. I think if you see a couple of DeSantis Trump one-on-one debates, that might change. Yeah, I don't know in whose favor, but I think that might change it. I think Trump really won people over with the debates and the Hillary Clinton stuff when he ran, and I think there's an opportunity for somebody like maybe even a Chris Christie to put Trump in his place and become a frontrunner. Francis Suarez, the mayor of Miami, he threw his hat in the ring, and I don't know that if Francis Suarez necessarily thinks he could be president. I think he is letting people know, hey, I've done a really good job with crime in Miami, with homelessness in Miami, and Miami is a big city with a lot of big city problems. And if you can fix that city, then you could apply the stuff that you're using here to other places. You know, LA is falling apart right in front of us. New York's falling apart right in front of us. You could get a guy that says, listen, I know how to fix these things and make everybody happy. So the idea that he was going to run for president was pretty good, but I think he probably wanted more of a position where he could do things nationwide as opposed to just Miami, or maybe even end up as somebody's vice presidential candidate.
He would be the first mayor elected president because he's never been a mayor.
Yeah, it was Arkansas Governor Bill Clinton. I'm trying to think of my lifetime who at the other jobs, but Obama was
Senator.
Yeah, he was, but he came out of nowhere. He was like an alderman, and then So I don't really, I especially if you're in charge of a big city. You know what I mean? Like if you're the mayor of New York and you run for president, that's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
or mayor of LA. You know?
Oh, it's possible. I'm just saying a mayor is never.
So we talk a lot on the show about how one appearance could hurt your possibility of becoming president. Just like Howard Dean's response to when he was out there and he was saying, we're going to go here, we're going to hear, woo, and he got all crazy. That made people not like him for some reason. The guy was excited. The guy was ahead in the polls.
Yeah.
He was emerging as somebody who could be a good president. And then he had that one overexcited, at a rally, and everybody was like, that guy's nuts. and stopped caring about him or talking about him, and they eventually he had to step down, and it was embarrassing.
DeSantis took a little bit of dip when it showed him blowing his nose and wiping it on that lady's shoulder.
Yeah. Those sort of things will do it.
Why would somebody do that?
You can't wipe boogers on your people whenever you want to vote
You're
for
saying
you.
you cannot do that.
Why?
Not allowed.
You can't get caught.
That's a bad look, man.
The other day, Francis Suarez was on with conservative talk show host Hugh Hewitt, who is, although you may not know him, he's has a very popular show. He's among the lines of the Rush Limbaughs and such. And he talked to Francis and hit him with a question that I could not answer. Me, possible future Jeopardy champion, was unaware of the Uyghurs. Listen to this. The Uyghurs are a group. I don't know my glasses on so I can read this correctly. The Uyghurs, which I'm telling you right now, I did not hear of till yesterday. Did anybody know of the Uyghurs
Yes,
before?
I
You
did,
did,
yeah,
Spanish.
I did.
You both knew Uyghurs.
Yeah.
And you knew what they were?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Muslim community in China.
The Uyghurs are a Turkic ethnic group that has been detained en masse by the Chinese government. Now, Spanish, I believe that you knew about the Uyghurs because you read a lot about China and the Chinese conspiracies and stuff. Galvin, I call you a big fat liar.
Well, you can call me a big fat liar all you want, but I believe I learned about them through Joe Rogan in a conversation
Uyghurs?
on there. Yeah.
So I was unaware, and it's spelled odd, which it's spelled Uyghur. And Francis Suarez clearly did not know about the Uyghurs and how the Uyghurs' detainment in China would affect this country. I think it's kind of like some people are blaming Hugh Hewitt now, saying that he set him up. I don't know. Clearly, if you're running and you want to know about all the issues, you don't have to be an expert on them all. But Galvin said it right years ago when George Bush was president or running for president, and they asked him about the Indians being part of a sovereign nation, and he just started repeating sovereign nation over and over again and saying they're sovereign, and that's the problem, and it's a sovereign nation, and we're going to do what we can to keep them sovereign. He had no idea what he was talking about. And Galvin said, wouldn't it be refreshing if a candidate just came forward and said, I'm sorry, I don't know the answer. I know what you're talking about, but I don't have all the answers right here. I'd like to look into that a little further and give you a good. And then I think we'd respect it, because nobody expects one guy to know everything.
Yeah.
And I think Uyghur is a silly word. And if you've never heard it before, it sounds like a joke word, right? Or a racist word.
Right, yeah.
What up,
I wonder if he thought he was asking that.
For
to
sure.
set him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And listen to me. You're as a president, you're going to have to know what the Uyghurs are. But it's not, I don't feel like you have to know about all this stuff before you become president.
It's just interesting because usually politicians have ways to work around questions when they don't know the answer.
Right.
Because like he could ask them, and he's like, well, we're exploring everything right now because this campaign is all going to be all about, giving to the people.
Yeah.
And then you instantly deflect, but with answer the question without answer the question, and
So
he's not.
Is it more refreshing that Francis Suarez was like, the hell's a Uyghur?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I like a guy that goes, I have no idea what that is. And then he says, but I'm a learner. I'll go find out about it, and I'll let you know what you're talking about. Like, and then somebody may have said, the Uyghurs are the group that's being detained. And, the Turkish group that's being detained. And he was like, I didn't know they were called Uyghurs. And I would spell it with a U though. And he could have been, or he could have been like, you know what? I don't know. Let me dive into it, find out, and I'll see how that would affect us and as president, what I could do for it. The fact that he didn't know something like that doesn't affect me at all.
Not ready.
No,
Not ready for the big
you know what
stage.
though? That's everybody's saying that he's not ready. But who is not ready? That guy or the guy who's done so much research that he can answer 3 words about everything?
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah,
me anyways. But
he didn't even say anything like. Like he tried to blame the guy to his face. He was like, I don't know what that is, but I'll go learn about it and I'll go find out about it.
I always hate when politicians deflect and they don't even answer the question that was asked.
Yeah.
You also don't want to step in it and go, oh, yeah, we can see Russia from my house.
Right.
But he could have just said, Uyghur, not going to take any questions anymore.
Plus, it's kind of nice because if this goes at all viral, it not only makes him look good, in my opinion, because he's being honest, but then more people will go and Google what's happening right now. In China
no,
with
it's
the concentration
definitely not
camps.
helping him. They're spinning it as he's not ready, like Gio said.
Opponents will just destroy him on that.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, I'd love to roll up on even so much as Trump without preparation and tell him to tell me about the Uyghurs. I don't know that he would know or he wouldn't know, but I guarantee you that there's some people in that thing that had no idea, and they're like, thank God I wasn't asked that. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So I don't know really, but I have to tell you, in the grand scheme of things, if you ask him about it, if you're like, Francis, what do you think about what's going on in Los Angeles? And he goes, wow, what's going on in Los Angeles? Then you got a problem. But when you hit him with a Uyghur, and he's like, I don't know what the Uyghurs are, then I think, okay, well, this guy's got some brush up. He's gonna need some advisors, I don't know. People are saying now he's got no chance of ever being president, less than 1%, and I just think that that's a little unfair.
It's wild because I'm looking at all the people who have declared running for president, and you got Trump, you got Haley, you got Vivek Ramaswamy.
You see now, Haley definitely knows about the Uyghurs.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. She was a UN ambassador. She's an intelligent woman. I believe that she is.
Probably.
I think that she's on the verge. She knows every problem that's on the verge of exploding.
If you're a mayor, you likely don't have a lot of international experience.
But Republicans, you have at least 13, serious candidates. There may be, the Mary Carey or whatever her name is, the porn star trying to run for president. But you have at least 13 there, and then you have obviously Joe Biden, who is the president, running again. But then you have Robert Kennedy Jr. and then is this the witch, Marianne Williamson?
Yeah.
Did you see yesterday that they saw that Biden had marks?
Yeah.
Because he wears a CPAP machine, and now everybody's freaking out because of that.
Yeah,
He's old.
I wear a CPAP machine. It makes me feel
Yeah.
great. Listen to this. This is the George Bush sovereignty thing.
United American Journalists Association.
Oh, this guy popular.
Most school kids learn about government in the context of city, county, state, and federal. And of course, tribal governments are not part of that at all. Mr. President, you've been a governor and a president, so you have a unique experience looking at it from 2 directions. What do you think tribal sovereignty means in the 21st century? And how do we resolve conflicts between tribes and the federal and state governments?
Tribal sovereignty means that it's sovereign. You've been given sovereignty, and you're viewed as a sovereign entity.
4.
Laughs to the
And
crowd.
therefore, the relationship between the federal government and tribes is one between sovereign entities.
5.
Yeah, it's hard to listen to.
How-
And the thing is that I feel like he knew what he was saying. He's like, "Look, you do your own thing. You're over there, and we have a relationship between us and what you do. We don't control what you do, but we have a good relationship." But he couldn't get it out. He just kept saying sovereign over it.
By
And he
the
sounded
way,
like an idiot.
Does anybody else, every time you see him, see Frank Caliendo?
Yeah.
Just doing that.
How lucky is George Bush that memes weren't really a thing when he was president? Like, he missed all that
I'm
stuff.
still so glad, though, that somebody was recording all those live news sessions, because when he talks about going and to invade Iraq, and then he immediately says, "Now watch me drive this putt," and then he hits the golf ball. You're like, "What in the name of God is going on?"
What was the one where he's like, "We're not gonna be fooled because we
Yeah,
got fooled.
me once.
We're not gonna be
Yeah.
fooled
Fool me
again."
once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a fun
And then,
idiot to watch.
remember after the hurricane in New Orleans, the worst thing, all this stuff, and then the guy who was in charge of FEMA was something Brown, whatever, and he goes, "Good job, Brownie."
Oh,
Yeah. It's like, oh boy.
What?
No.
Here's a compilation of the best Bushisms.
If you're a single mother with 2 children, which is the toughest job in America as far as I'm concerned, and you're working hard to put food on your family, those who think that they can say, "We're only going to have a stimulus package, but let's forget tax relief," underestimate.
Misunderestimate.
Just making sure you were paying attention. You were. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. The responses have got to end in order for us to get the framework, the groundwork, not framework, the groundwork to discuss a framework for peace, to lay the... All right.
All right.
He just gave up.
We are not at war with Muslims. We don't have a beef with Muslims. We want to be friends with Muslims and Muslim children. We're fighting evil people. It's important for the boys and girls of Thurgood Marshall to know that we're fighting evil with good. And one way to fight evil with good is you can help by writing letters to boys and girls your age. And so, in my State of the Union, or my speech to the nation, what do you want to call it? Speech to the nation.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Cognitive decline.
Dude.
Right there on display.
Oh, that's all the cocaine and
I
alcohol.
asked Americans to give 4,000 hours over the rest of your life of service to America. That's what I asked. I said 4,000 hours. There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, "Fool me once, shame on
You.
Shame on you." If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
No, that's the Who.
Our enemies
That's-
are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. Parents are teaching their children right from wrong, and the message oftentimes gets undermined by the popular culture. You bet there's things the government can do. We can work with the entertainment industry to provide family hour. We can have filters on internets where public money is spent. I hear there's rumors on the internets that we're going to have a draft. We're not going to have a draft, period. We got an issue in America. Too many good docs are getting out of business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across this country.
There's still like another 20 minutes
So
of them.
many.
They're great. that is an example of a guy who's just a goofball.
Yeah.
It's so funny too when he starts losing it and doesn't know where to go. He does the eyebrows
Yeah.
where he gets him down like that.
You know
It's
he
like-
wants to yell mother effer.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, there you go. So not knowing a Uyghur, not that big of a deal. All right, we got to take a break. We got some stuff to give away. We shall do that upon return. Play a game of sorts and give some stuff away to you folks today. I don't know what that is, but Carmen will tell us when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. I'll tell you, science applies to everything, and I'm talking about sleep science. The fact that your body can stay comfortable the whole night in your sleep number bed makes you feel so much better in the morning than if you're just sleeping on a regular bed. And I'll give you an example why for me. You know, my sleep number is usually somewhere around 65, right?
Yeah, we know that. We
Thank
all
you.
have it written
I
down.
talk about it a lot.
No, I know. I wrote it down. I'm getting it tattooed.
But over the weekend, don't get tattooed yet, Galvin. Over the weekend,
you changed it up on me?
I went straight 100. I filled that thing up. I liked it firm. I was laying in bed. My back felt so much better. And that is the great thing about having a Sleep Number smart bed. Not only can you set it the way you want to set it, but you can even set it to adjust with your body at night. So when you wake up in the morning, you've got perfect next level sleep. And the best part about it is the fact that I can keep my bed cool all night. So when my wife starts sweating it up on the other side, it doesn't have to affect me. You can unlock your unique potential with a smart bed that can perform as well as you. And now the Sleep Number 360 Queen C2 smart bed is only $899. You'll save $200 plus special financing and free home delivery when you add an adjustable base, but it ends on Tuesday, the 4th of July. It's only available at Sleep Number stores or sleepnumber.com. You can go to sleepnumber.com and find the store near you. There's a bunch in the Tampa Bay area, like the Westfield Citrus Park Mall, Level 1 between Dick's and the food court, and in Lakeland, north of I-4 on the west side of Highway 98. Go in there, lay on the beds, try them out, tell them you heard me talking about it, and that you would like to have great quality sleep every night from Sleep Number. Now, we do have some things to give away, and I will do that in a second. But before I forget about this, I've been forgetting for weeks. The team moms of the show sent us a package, and I went to go bring it in the studio to open it, and the cleaning lady moved it, and I forgot about it, but I brought it in here yesterday. Do we want to unbox this real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
By the
yeah.
way,
Yeah, presents.
you said team moms. I thought you said teen moms.
No
I was
teen
like,
moms.
Yeah.
No
I was
teen
like, who are we talking about here? What's going on?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
We got
Please don't be.
Farrah over here.
Whatever happened to her?
I know what
Oh,
happened to her.
porn, right?
What happened to Farrah?
She had a new butthole.
Yeah.
She's just garbage.
Oh,
Like,
wow, let's not be crazy.
she was
Judgment.
at like some porn thing or something, and some guy was
Yeah.
talking to her,
Yeah.
and he goes, what are you doing here? How are you famous? And she goes, you don't know who I am? Ugh. And he goes walking away. And he's
That's a
like,
good response, though.
I just remember
Because people try to do that to be dicks. You're like, I don't know. Like, I love when somebody's like, hey, man, I listen to the show all the time. And the wife's like, I never listen. And then when I don't care, you
Yeah.
look like a complete and utter bitch. I don't care if you listen to the show. Yeah, but I didn't ask her. I didn't go, and you? Do you listen?
Yeah.
They just go, I don't like it. I don't listen. Oh, good. And then he has to live with you.
I usually tell him I wasn't doing a survey.
Yeah. Well, I love when the people go, this is my favorite. My husband loves you, but I've never heard of you. And I always say the same thing. Really, I've never heard of you either, but so far I like you. You seem like a very nice lady.
I said, I hear about you from your husband all the time. He calls you a bitch face.
Oh, that's excitement.
A lot
That's
of
real
cardboard
excitement.
so far.
Oh.
Got some cardboard.
Mike, I noticed on Bone TV that you didn't have a custom pillow for the guest couch.
Oh.
I don't. I have an old couch pillow on there. I haven't sent you a gift in a while, so I hope you like it. If you get tired of looking at their faces, I put your logo on the back. Your biggest fan, Jen Foley.
Look how excited Joe got when you said something was noticed on Bone TV.
What? That's fear.
There is the logo.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
You're gonna die of this.
Yes.
Can you see it, Carmen?
That's right. Two trades, baby.
And that one.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
that is Spanish 2 Chains.
Mhm.
Look at that.
Fashion
The
icon.
fashion icon. The Pat pillow.
Yeah,
oh my
baby.
god, I love it.
A Pat Pillow.
I love it.
pillow.
They're the absolute best.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh.
Well, put that where it belongs in
There-
the garbage.
There are a few more in there, or where?
That was it. They sent
Oh,
those for the
just-
couch. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I didn't know
That's
what
right.
it was.
Where's the-
Superstars of the show. No big deal.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
a very nice gift.
Yeah.
The fact that she gives me the option to turn it around so I don't actually have to see Spanish Joe's face in print makes it very happy.
Oh, I'd sit on Spanish any day.
I wasn't sad to rub it up on a Carmen pillow if there was one available.
Oh.
Hey. Carmen, what do we have to give away today? That's tomorrow night, right? Derek's Bentley. All right. Let's do it right now. Carmen, with a little bit of redneck bingo. Here we go. I'm going 2000s country with this.
All right.
Stand by, Galvin. I got to sign into my computer for the 800.
No, I'm standing by. 2000 country. I believe it was around what 2010, maybe, where they started really doing the truck and the dirt and the
Right.
beer and
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we're in the 2000s,
All right.
and we're going to go with, let's, I'm trying to find somebody we haven't used a lot.
Mhm.
We're going to go with, it was also a lot of cover bands. I mean, a lot of cover songs. Holy cow. Let's go with Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson.
Alan Jackson. All right, Galvin, what are we looking for Alan Jackson?
Hoochie coochie. No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go pavement.
Pavement. All
Yeah.
right. Spanish?
I am going to go with Love.
All right. Gio?
Guitar.
Carmen? Road, you say. All right. Let's pull up the thing here. Let's get a listener on the phone. We've got hi, who is this? Hi, Charlie. How are you doing today? All right, Charlie. We've got for Alan Jackson, pavement, love, guitar, and road. What would you like to add to that? Truck. Let's put you on hold. Let's get 1 minute on the clock. This is Alan Jackson. He may have something going for him here. The name of this song is Drive.
Okay.
But also in parentheses it says for Daddy. So I hope it's not a
weird.
slow,
All right.
weird. Dude.
Talking to all you young boys out there.
Drive for Daddy.
was painted red, the stripe was white, it was 18 feet from the bow to the stern light. Second hand from a dealer in Atlanta, I rode up with Daddy when he went there to get her. Put on a shine, put on a motor, built out of love, made by water.
Yeah.
He also said I rode up there to get, but road. Carmen
Nah,
said
wrong
road,
road.
a different road. Yeah.
Yeah,
But he said love. So
At just 32 seconds, a successful win with Love, which I believe was Spanish's. Correct?
yeah.
Hey,
all you
congratulations.
teen boys getting my pickup.
Let me find another artist. I got it. This artist is called Rodney Atkins.
Rodney Atkins.
Rodney Atkins. I'm going to go around the clock. Carmen, what do you got for Rodney Atkins?
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I was gonna do.
Gio?
Boots.
Votes for Rodney. Spanish?
Rodney is going to say friend.
All right. And Galvin?
Rodney is gonna go. Dude. Dirt!
Dirt. We haven't had some dirt in a while. Good morning. Who's this? Hi, David. We've got City or State, Boots, Friend, and what, Calvin?
Dirt!
Dirt. What would you like to add to that? All right. I like a little buckaroo, sir.
If Buckaroo comes up, I'm kicking this table over.
Galvin almost said hoochie coochie, so you never know. Hold on. We'll add buckaroo to City or State, Boots, Friend, and Dirt.
I love it.
This song by Rodney Atkins is called My Little Buckaroo. No. I'm kidding. This song is called Watching You.
Oh.
And I don't know if this is, in fact, the buckaroo song or not. We'll find out. Here we go. 1 minute. City or State, Boots, Friend, Dirt, Buckaroo.
Driving through town, just my boy and me, with a Happy Meal in his booster seat, knowing that he couldn't have the toy till his nuggets were gone.
Whoa. We literally just did this one, didn't we?
We did, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Green traffic light turned straight to red. I hit my brakes and mumbled under my breath. His fries went a-flying and his orange drink covered his lap.
These days.
Well, and my 4-year-old said a 4-letter word. It started with S, and I was concerned. So I said, son, now where'd you learn to talk like that? He said, I've been watching you, Dad, ain't that cool?
Nope, that's it. No, then what? Is he...
No way.
Yeah.
We got Cal. It started with S, and I was concerned. So I said, son, now where'd you learn to talk like that? He said, I've been watching you, Dad, ain't that cool? I'm your buckaroo.
Too bad.
1 second off. 1 second off.
Flip that table over.
Oh, man.
Outside the minute.
It's terrible.
I'm so sorry, sir. But there's rules for a reason.
A buckaroo.
Buckaroo.
Yeah, buckaroo.
Yeah, because remember we're like, he's just describing right
Yeah,
now.
chicken nuggets.
Kid.
Hey, look, it popped up in a different category. I'm going to go Dirk Bentley for the next one.
All right, Dirk Bentley.
Spanish, we'll start with you.
Asthma. No, I'm just kidding. He's going to say party.
Galvin?
He's going to say drinks.
Drinks?
Ooh.
Gio?
Dancing.
Carmen?
Whoa.
All right. Hold
Calm
on.
down.
Let me get a contestant on the line. Let's go over here to line 7. Good morning. Who is this? Hi, Adam. All right, we've got Dirk Bentley, and we got party, drinks, dancing, and fishing. What would you like to add to that? Girl. All right, we'll put 1 minute on the clock. We'll put Adam on hold. Where are you going, Spanish? The bag? The bag? Oh, okay. 1 minute on the clock. We've got Dirk Bentley. This song is called Free and Easy. Here we go. 2000s country. Party, drinks, dancing, fishing, girl. 1 minute on the clock.
Having ourselves a hoedown.
Pair of boots and a sack of clothes. Free and easy down the road I go. Hanging memories on the highline poles. Free and easy down the road I go. Free and easy down the road I go. Up. Ragweed's rocking on the radio. Free and easy down the road I go. So I keep rolling like an old banjo. Free and easy down the road I go. Got the sun shining on me like a big spotlight. So
Nothing.
God,
Nothing.
That is an awful song.
Freeing these down the road.
It's like
I
he's just
go.
making it up as he goes along. That
Really?
was terrible.
It's
It was
road
not
every
good.
like over and over.
Ugh.
He was free. And
Boo.
all right. I got a song. I got a band, rather.
Hmm?
And I got a song. The band is Montgomery Gentry.
All right.
Two very nice fellas who I met, and one is dead because he flew a helicopter into a wall or something like that.
Damn
Remember
it,
he had a
I was
plane
going to use
crash?
helicopter as my word.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. Well, we'll start with you, Galvin. What do
All
we
right.
got? This is the band is Montgomery Gentry from 2000's Country.
I'm going to go hat. They're going to sing about the hat. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Hat, Spanish. We got Montgomery Gentry.
Montgomery Gentry is going to say horse.
Horse. Hat and horse. Gio.
Boots.
All right. Boots. Carmen. Water. All right. Hi, who is this? All right, Scott. We've got hat, horse, boots, and water. What would you like to add to that to be our final contestant for Redneck Bingo today? Baby. All right. Now, it doesn't matter, but in your head, you're like, you're my baby or we found a baby. All right. Thank you. You're my baby. Hold on. You are. I do want one. All right. Here we go. 1 minute on the clock. Montgomery Gentry. This song is called Lucky Man. Maybe they're lucky because they found a baby. What do I know? Here we go. 1 minute on the clock. Slow stuff.
Were they still active when the one guy died?
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to stink.
Well, he doesn't have to share the money anymore.
I have days where I hate my job, this little town and the whole world too. And last Sunday when my Bengals lost, Lord, it put me in a bad mood.
They always lose.
I have moments when I curse the rain and then complain when the sun's too hot. I look around at what everyone has and I forget about all I've got. But I know I'm a lucky man. God's given me a pretty fair hand. Got a house and a piece of land, a few dollars in a coffee can. My old truck's still running good. My ticker's ticking like they say it should. I got supper in the oven, a good woman's loving. One more day to be my little kid's dad.
What? Oh. Is he the one that died?
No. No, he's the ugly one.
I was asking a question, Carmen.
No.
Well, I wasn't. I wasn't implying anything.
Who saw your face?
Maybe the other guy killed himself.
Oof, that was rough.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do have some good music. I love this song.
Oh, now we're rocking out.
Yeah. Maybe Father should do this.
Somebody give me a jug.
I was there when the men came and told us all the news. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. You they walk a while.
So, this song is good,
I remember this song. Yeah.
but Silver Eagle Band, local band, covered this song like it was theirs and owned it. It was way
Yeah.
better than this, yeah. We'll let this take us to break, though. If you want to get through 727-579-1025, I see Medicine Man's on hold. I'd like to talk to him about his television debut yesterday. We'll come back and wrap things up. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone.
You think you know me, but you ain't seen nothing yet.
249 of the Mike Calta Show. I hate Mo. Thank you to Katie and the folks at the and Taylor and the folks at the Sound in Clearwater just sent us over a nice little package with all the stuff from the Sound inside. I put it up on our Instagram if you want to take a look at it at the Mike Calta Show. Peter Frampton is there, Colby Calais and Gavin DeGraw tomorrow night. A bunch of shows happening. Great reviews in the paper today. Listen, you put an event out there, you invite 6,000 people, you're going to have parking issues, especially when Scientology owns all the land downtown. Uber, stop crying about it. Uber over there. Drive your car over to Frenchie's, eat dinner at Frenchie's, drink your alcohol, grab a Bud Light, whatever you're going to do, and then Uber over to the Sound, and then Uber back to Frenchie's. There you go. Or get really messed up and just Uber there and back. Mm-hmm. So stop crying about it. That was the only complaint that they had was the parking situation. But what are you going to do? The same thing they did when they Ybor City. Greatest place in the world, no parking. Well, it's just open. Give it a chance. What are you going to do? You can't just start knocking down people's buildings. No. Anyway, they also send over cookies, and I ate all the cookies that they send over. What are those things called? Macaroons. They're delicious.
Those are hard to make.
I made them. Those the ones I made them myself. No, they were very good. Thank you to the Sound for the goodies, and also thank you to the girls who Jen and Ashley who sent over the pillows.
Oh yeah,
her name Ashley. Is that right?
Ashley.
I only know them from their Instagram name, so I don't know. But I'll take a picture of those here too after the show and put them up. Now, Joe.
Yes.
This is why you're failing me. Well, this is one of the other ways you're failing me.
Here we go.
This guy.
I put up the video of the pap walk yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Oh, let me get my glasses. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Now I gotta wear glasses
no.
to find my glasses.
I told you need the chain around your neck.
Here we go. Hold on.
Yeah, 3 chains.
John, shut up. John Heffron's got a whole bit now about wearing glasses and what to do with them and all this. All right, here we go. You ready? I put up a new pap walk video.
Yeah.
3,987 views.
Uh-huh.
Not good.
What do you mean? Not
Well, I'm just saying. I put it up first. Then several hours later, I put up another video of Medicine Man making his television debut on the news. Let's bring him up really quick. Medicine Man, you were all over the TV last night on Bay News 9, Fox News. You were everywhere. What if they would have said, "You look like an interesting fella. Come here. Tell us what you're doing here today." What would you have said? And who are you, sir? From where? Oh, all right. I like it.
I would have said the Big Rig Show.
Yeah. Oh, come on now. All right. I like it, Medicine Man. You passed. How was the concert? I heard they got those big ass fans though, up on the top. The literal, yeah. Okay, so Medicine Man gives the architecture his seal of approval. I'm glad. Structurally. I don't want to jump the gun, okay? But eventually, what are you, 73 now? 74? 72. Oh. You're going to die within the next 15 years, right? That's being generous. Right, we're all trying not to.
You've lived longer than you will live.
Would you be happy if the Sound put a little monument in the out grass area all the way in the back, a little monument that said, "Here is dedicated to Medicine Man, Tampa Bay's #1 concert goer"? I'm going to work on that for you, okay? Jack Harris is doing a Walk of Fame. I'm going to do the Medicine Man Clearwater Memorial. Just a little granite thing with his etched in weird hair and body glove T-shirt, and you hide it in the back. Not hide it, but you put it all the way in the back, like in the like in the grassy knoll area where people stand and watch a show and put blankets out, and it's just a little tribute to Tampa Bay's #1 concert goer. And then like Jim Morrison's grave, where people come and bring stuff, they could all throw like silver jewelry at you every once in a while, like a tribute. All right, I like it. I'm gonna work on it. Okay.
Can we, when he dies, can we just bronze his body?
Oh yeah,
it would be very cool. I'm going to work on that. Menace Man, I know you think that I hate you sometimes, but I don't, and I do think you are an icon as far as concert goers go. I don't know that I would give you music legend like, yeah, yeah. You know what they do? They send them all to me. They send them all to me after they take them. I got a million selfie pictures of you and a bunch of people. All right, thank you, Menace Man, for your review of the sound, and I'll work on your memorial. Yeah, thank you. Okay, all thumbs up across the board from Medicine Man. Appreciate the call, sir.
A Medicine Man statue would be fantastic.
I think it would.
Can we just,
I don't know that we go full statue.
Well, we just bronze his body like Han Solo.
What if the junk jockeys can get enough copper where we can melt can melt the copper into the likeness of Medicine Man?
I'm sure it's possible.
What if we bury him in the lawn of the sound, and then one loser gets a free pair of tickets and stands on his grave for the show?
Yeah.
Here's what I thought. Yeah, you just put a chair out there.
Yeah.
Here's what I thought. If we bury him in the ground at the sound, and then we come back the next day and all the grass is black.
Oh.
That would ruin everything.
That would ruin the sound.
Joe,
Yes,
back
Mike.
to you.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Medicine Man, 12,300 views.
Yeah.
On just a picture of him staring at the camera from Bay News 9. My video with Danielle, where she's eating bubble tape and I'm eating string cheese, has 14,000 views.
Okay.
Pap Walk, the new Pap Walk, an upsetting 4,022 right now. It actually jumped a little bit.
All right.
Garbage.
But I mean,
Well, what time did you post it though? Right. I mean,
I posted it first before the other two.
but like in quick succession.
No. Yours went up, and then like
when you saw it was failing, you posted the other ones.
No, I let this one go up, and then the Medicine Man news broke.
Oh, gotcha.
Like 2 hours later, and I put that one up, and then the Danielle thing happened an hour after that. So, but those two are almost in quick succession, and they're doing fine.
I believe also the algorithm, if they feel you're posting the
Too
same
much?
content over and over,
Oh, I'm not. Oh, you mean?
it picks it up. You're just reposting it, and they notice that.
Well, I will tell you though,
Like we saw this idiot.
a prior Pap Walk video is 8,000 views. They usually get around 8,000 or so.
I mean, I could do a new Pap Walk if you want,
Just
Michael. I don't want to fail you.
No, just like us, Instagram is tired of seeing Joe.
No.
Joe.
You can't recreate that. It has to happen naturally.
No. This wasn't natural. This was created.
Yeah,
So,
you can
Joe,
tell.
will
You can tell because he looks at the camera without looking at the camera. He does.
yeah.
Hey,
Well,
look
he's a
at
G.
me.
He's the Chris Rock of the show.
Totally.
It's up there.
I like that song.
All right. Will you work on a new Pap Walk for me today?
Absolutely.
I'll be expecting a video at some point.
Oh, good luck.
Oh yeah.
Go
You'll-
ahead.
Nope.
Oh,
Where's
Yeah.
last week's video?
Yeah, what happened to that other one you wanted? Remember? And Cernak was doing something and had the patch, and what happened to it?
what are you talking about?
There is a video that Mike said, and you said you would have it that day by that afternoon.
Oh yeah, no, it's up already. It's just not. It's marked private. I've been putting things up on the YouTube page.
Yeah.
That's what we were
so
talking about.
nobody can see it, is what you're
No,
saying.
no one can see it. We
Okay,
have-
so nothing happened with it.
no, everything. That's why it's there.
Does Mike have it?
It's on his page.
Are you guys
Does
talking about
Mike
the same
have it?
video?
It's up there. I mean, I don't know how you decide.
I have not seen it yet, so I
Yeah.
can't tell.
we were going to talk about it today after the show.
Oh. Did you know that, Mike?
He knew.
That you guys are talking
I
about
told
it
him
today?
yesterday when he was sleeping.
So Mike's the problem, is what you're
No,
saying.
that's not what
He's
I'm
the
saying.
problem with the camera. He's the
Yeah.
problem with the video.
He
That's not what I'm-
You're not provided with the proper equipment.
Yeah.
So Mike needs to buy more stuff.
All right.
You told him stuff while he was sleeping. That's why
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
Meanwhile, taking shots in when he's always sleeping when we're supposed
That's
to be talking.
not true at all.
Yeah.
a lot of Mike problems is
Sound
what I'm
like,
hearing.
yeah.
That's not true.
Listen, man, here's the way I see it, okay? We're off. We're working tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We're off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Right.
Back here on Wednesday. When we get back here on Wednesday, I expect us to be. I'm talking to you, Joe. Don't let them bother you.
I'm not listening to them.
I expect the experiment that we're working on to be perfected and ready to go. And this afternoon, or maybe even after the show, I would like a new video for the Pap Walk.
Okay.
I don't believe there's a problem with either one of those, Joe.
No.
Okay,
Definitely
good.
not.
I'm glad that you're confident. Joe, are you confident?
Yep.
All right, what are the consequences if this does not happen?
Well, I don't know that we necessarily need consequences. I think the consequence is happening already right now.
I don't think
I feel like it's
I
been
think we're
paid in
just having
advance.
a-
The
I
consequence.
think we're having a discussion where everyone's awake.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow.
This is just a regular day at work.
Sure.
I don't know that we need consequences.
Thank you.
I mean,
All right.
it seems to me that
Interesting.
we're already on a roll here.
Well, good luck to you and your future endeavors.
Well, Joe seems to think that Mike has set him up for failure.
Yeah, I guess,
That's
right?
not what
Me?
I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he said.
All right,
Don't,
well,
listen
here-
don't listen to them, Michael.
I'll tell you what, Calvin. I would like the new video, the Pap Walk video today. I would like the YouTube stuff by Wednesday.
Okay.
So if I don't get the Pap Walk video today, it'll be a good indication as to what's going to happen on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, I feel confident, Joe.
I feel confident too.
I have no doubt that you will deliver as usual.
Yes.
Worst.
I mean, why? Why is it got to be like that? Why you got to hurt me with
Jealousy-
your words, Gio?
jealousy,
Why?
Joe.
Now,
Jealousy because you're going to get the most money if I get paid if I hit the Powerball,
That's what it is, isn't
right?
it?
Can I
And-
point out that the stale cracker guy has actually grown his hair out to the actual
Yeah.
length of his wig that he was wearing, and we still haven't seen that video.
Yeah.
I got one worse than that.
now
All right.
who's gonna shoot the video
Oh,
for you?
I'm
I'm
What
going
do
to
you
gonna
shoot
want?
myself. I don't
Yeah.
need you.
No,
Yeah.
I think you can't shoot yourself
Nah,
doing a Pap Walk.
let him do it.
Oh no,
Let
I
him
was
do it.
going to assume
Well,
the
if I
video
have to
guy
rely,
Gio did it.
if I have to rely on him, he's going to sandbag me.
Gio,
Bob.
don't help.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
All right.
Sandbag.
Well, we'll see what happens. I will. Dizzy just sent me the funniest text that I can't say on the air.
Oh.
He said, "No, I can't even say it. Don't worry, Dizzy. I won't betray you, but I'm telling you guys off the air." Carmen here tomorrow for the
Yes.
house party,
That's right.
and I assume Dizzy's going to be running the board.
Yes.
All right,
Carmen's
good.
here. We're going there.
Aw. Carmen, the sound sent you over a nice T-shirt too. We'll save it here for you. And Spanish is working on snacks for tomorrow.
That's right.
So, and we got a guest comedian.
No, you
Oh,
still need to bring
breast
bread.
bread, breast bread.
Yeah.
Carmen's bringing bread, and comedian AJ Wilkerson is going to be here. I know of AJ. I don't know him personally. I've never met him. Comedian filming his special here in the St. Petersburg area with Tourette's. You can't go wrong with that. So, what if he starts barking the F word?
I don't. Is it Tourette's that he has?
Well, the internet says autism.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I thought.
yeah.
Sorry, but he had a tick or something. Doesn't he have some weird? Oh man, maybe I'm looking at the wrong guy. Cancel it, Spanish. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Canceled.
AJ will be here tomorrow. After show is up next. Find us on Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. Thank you to the team mothers for sending us pillows. Thank you to the sound for sending over a nice goodie box.
I swear you're saying teen mothers.
Teen mom.
Thanks to the teen moms for helping us out. Don't forget, we've got a comedy circus coming up. Tickets are available now at rutheckerdhall.com. We got a cruise coming up. You can stop by Stingray Chevrolet, scan the QR code for a chance to win a cruise for two. You can find all the details about this show and everything else at theboneonline.com. Listen live, watch Bone TV, and all that. You guys have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we got one more show, and then I'm going scalloping.
Oh.
Whatever that means.
You're going to hate it. You're
Am
gonna hate
I?
it. Yeah, you're going to hate it.
I won't believe it unless I see.
Why
video.
am I going to hate it?
You got to get off the boat. You got to get in the water.
I like being in the water.
Carmen said, you got to bend down in shallow water.
I'm a very flexible
Gio.
guy.
He's not going scalloping.
Gio, look at me. I'm going scalloping.
I might go too.
No scallops for you?
I don't like scallops.
Are you going to go scalloping?
I might, yeah.
Me to come out with us.
Okay. I know where you guys go out
It's
at.
my brother and his family,
Give him the coordinates.
Yeah.
me and my family, Joey Deeb, and Paulie D.
Yeah. My
And Gio.
brother-in-law's got his boat. We'll go out there.
Excuse me, and George.
We'll
George is coming.
Bring the jet ski. It'll be good times.
All right. What are we doing tomorrow night? Let's go to Newport Richie and drink down the strip.
Okay.
100%
Let's
in.
do it.
Gio
Tom's
is
driving
doing that
tomorrow.
anyways.
Tom's driving tomorrow if you want to go.
I'm in.
You guys have a great day. We will see you tomorrow. I say to you, goodbye.